who's got his 28th goal for City this season.
See? BBC love me, man. They love me. They call me. Mwah! They know I'm making it, man. I'm going to win the league. Mwah! Guys, mwah! See you at the terrace, guys. Hey! Let me do a little dance. I'll see you at Al-Ahwa. Hey! A little dance, bro. You see this? I should play like this. When Santos used to win the league. Hey! The remontada we had against Liverpool. Outstanding performance from the boys, I think.
All my ops stink. All my ops on the t-shirt, they're all dead. I need better ops. Do you understand?
Have you ever seen the film? Have you ever seen the film about the Air Jordans with
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Was that Cal?
Cal, you're right, bro.
You did. Cal just collapsed. Did the chair just give up on Cal? What the hell? Cal, you all right, mate?
All right.
It always irritates me how Ram is the one smiling on that one. Anyway, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. Big up to all of you guys. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Apologies for being late. It's my fault. Arne Slot has made me go out every Thursday and Friday because if you don't go out, you will hate life under this manager. I was getting cooked by Clinton Morrison earlier. He's cooking me about the Slot thing. You know, he was playing sad music on live TV when he asked me for my opinion. So, yeah, for the ones that saw the video, that's how bad that was. We're getting cooked by former footballers, boys. Anyway, big up people. Like, share, comment, subscribe. You can find K-Mac on K-Mac channel. It's in the description. You can find Dean on FamZone TV. It's in the description. You can find Ram on the Ram stand. It's in the description. And also, he's going to send me the video in the private chat. You can find Mike Das at Mike Das LFC. And you can find Jamie Phillips on Liverpool Chats TV. So, big up to the boys. Big up to all of you guys. And there's only one place to start, I guess. And that's the Bomba news that Archie Gray is joining Liverpool. No, I'm just joking. What? That's not a bomba. Oh. The real bomba is Arne Slot staying at Liverpool Football Club. Mike, I'm gonna start off with you. I feel like you're the one that should start off this section. Talk to the people, brother. Express yourself.
Why do you feel that? Why do you feel I'm the one who should start this off?
Because you're the one that's probably the harshest about this whole thing.
I mean, listen.
Therefore, you will express your thoughts better.
There's a lot of things that I want to say, but this isn't my channel, so I'm gonna reserve myself. I'm gonna censor myself. I'm gonna direct all of my anger towards the actual institution, and not the supporters of the institution. But listen, this club is destined for mediocrity. That's just plain and simple. That's what it is. If you think that buying new players, spending money, backing the manager is going to make any difference, I've said it all season. Genuinely, if we had swapped the kits and the managers, and if we had PSG's players with, if they had PSG's players with Arne Slot, we would have beat them 4-0. Our team would have beat them 4-0 if we had just swapped the managers. That's it. That's all you needed to do, because Arne Slot destroys everything that he touches. We fielded 4 midfielders, and we didn't play with a midfield. But listen, what the club sees, I have no idea. What the club wants, I have no idea. What the fans who are paying to go to these games want to achieve by spending that money, I don't know. I understand that in order to have a season ticket, you have to actually go to the games, but that's a crime in itself. The fact that these fans are now stuck in a prison, right? Like this club has imprisoned the fans, because if you have a season ticket, you can't just sell that ticket, and you have to go to a certain amount of games in order to keep your season ticket. So they're basically stuck in limbo, and they're taking that money all the way to the bank. We need to really revisit the whole ticket practice at this point, because this is self-torture, and this club wants to back this manager. I'm seeing links to players, and the only thing that crosses my mind is I don't want anyone who wants to come to Liverpool. Like, how stupid do you have to be? Like, you have, like, genuinely, if a player is genuinely interested in coming into Liverpool under Arne Slot, I would suggest them to go take a aptitude test, to take an IQ test, because clearly there are a couple of screws loose. And for the players who are here, I sincerely feel very, very bad. I mean, we just robbed a year from Isak, we robbed a year from Wirtz, and from Kirkez, and from Frimpong, and from Szoboszlai, all in the prime of their lives. And this team wants to continue to back this manager, which is fine. You know, like, I'm not the arbitrator. I will say that FSG are the worst Americans I've ever seen because they're not even cold-blooded, right? Like they're not even American. They're not even American owners. American owners wouldn't give a shit about the fans. They wouldn't care about the opinions of YouTube. They would care about results. And right now, what are we, almost at 20 losses this season? Less than 50% of the points attained out of the last 108 points in the Premier League. Those are the results. That's the data. That's what the nerds are looking at. We don't even create a lot of chances. We concede too many goals. We don't have any style of play. We have no rhythm. Again, the list goes on and on. So I don't know what's going on. I find it to be gross negligence, which is why I'm done. Like, you know, I agreed to come on this show, but Liverpool are in my back view mirror. Until Arne Slot is out, I'm not waking up to watch these games. I'm not spending time talking about this club. I'm not doing it. And, you know, I wouldn't blame other people if they felt the same way too, because this club doesn't respect itself. And I'm praying that this is 5D chess, by the way. I'm praying that this is just like 5D chess to try to keep Arne Slot motivated to maintain that fifth place position. Because if Arne Slot knew he was gonna get fired, I think as a club you're starting to worry and be like, is he gonna tank? Like, is he gonna not be fully focused? It could be that. It really could be that. But I don't care enough to sit here and find out. If he gets sacked tomorrow, I'll do a 24-hour marathon. I don't care. But while he's here, it's pure cancer.
I'd like to believe that it's 5D chess. You know, I want to be like Dean and just completely reject the idea that Slot will stay. But unfortunately, every time Slot speaks in a press conference, he's talking about the summer window. So he's clearly had this. He's mentioned it way too many times for it to just be a coincidence, or for it to be just like
look at the players. Look at the players we're linked to. Like, I just read a list of fucking garbage. DeLitt, Coop Miners, Archie Gray, Anthony
We're not
Gordon.
linked with DeLitt. What?
Like, again, I'm just like these random names that I'm seeing on Twitter. Even if they're fake, the fact that there's a fake link to a player that's that shit is it's insane. Guys, what is Yan Diamande like? What does any player? No one can sit here and name a single player that can make a positive impact. You cannot name a single player who would make a positive impact.
The only credible source that's actually came up with a proper name that we've been linked with is probably Adam Wharton. That's the only one that I've seen that's credible.
Wharton doesn't solve anything. He doesn't. He doesn't solve anything in this.
It don't solve any of the problems. But again, sometimes don't read and automatically believe it is what it is.
Before we go to transfers, let's stick to the big problem. Baldy. He's staying Ram. Since you have the mic, talk to me, brother.
Yeah, I don't know why you said it was a bomber, Husam. It was never a bomber.
I was just taking the piss, brother.
Oh, okay, fine. Okay, no mind. I don't. Your sarcasm is very hard to read, Husam. I'm just going to say that for a fact. But
I'd rather be that than easy to read.
But again, we can't be blaming the manager for everything now, because we're at a point where it's now down to the likes of Hughes and Edwards. Because I'm tired of screaming Slot out. Because what's that going to do? Don't solve anything. What's the real source of the problem is the guys that are actually employing this guy. I said this before, we need to stop doing the Slot out thing because it's getting boring and it's not going to solve anything. You need to move your firearms towards those people, to the likes of Hughes, the likes of Edwards, the likes of the hierarchy of FSG, Tom Werner, for example. These are the people that you got to be pointing your guns at. Like on a metaphorical basis, like people need to understand that the guy will never leave Liverpool. He won't leave. He won't walk out. This is the biggest job that he will ever have in his career. And if he walks, then that payout that he gets from the club he will never see the light of that. So you have to understand from his perspective that this is the biggest job. This is the best thing that he could have at this moment in time. And he'll probably get another job elsewhere, because if you manage Liverpool and you got a league title to your CV, even though we want the guy out, he will still be in demand with a lot of other clubs across Europe. So again, Baldy's still there. You can't do anything about it. The club looks like he's gonna. They want him to stick around. So I'm tired of saying Slot out. It's got to be Hughes and Edwards fix up. Hughes and Edwards out. Hughes and Edwards do whatever you want to do with that. Because blaming Arne Slot now, what's that going to do?
The thing is, let me just say something to Ed. Ed, brother, listen. I got nothing but love for you. I'm gonna read out your super chat. Move on. Nothing we say is gonna make a difference. This club is gonna do what it wants. As Liverpool fans, we love this team. I'm not gonna do this. We got to back the lads shit, but we need to support. Maybe that's what they need. Mike Das is the guy that you can't stand the most, Ed, on this whole panel. On the last Friday show, he said he has a feeling that we beat PSG. On the Friday show before that, he said he has a feeling that we beat Man City in the FA Cup. All 6 of us at multiple points in time, Ed, have been positive this season. Hell, even I said I think we might do a remontada. I'm speaking for myself. I don't even speak for Michael on the panel. I said we're going to do a remontada. We've all, I promise you, I'm speaking for every single panelist. We've all been extremely positive at some point in time this season. Even when all the odds were against us, some of us believed in games, some of us believed in a lot of things, and in the end, it bit us in the face. So we have supported them, but when you say like it makes no difference, but it has made a difference because the fans at the Etihad were singing Xabi Alonso's name, and the fans at the Etihad were singing Steven Gerrard's name, and they did that at Anfield, some parts of them as well. So the fans are sick of it. And if you lose Anfield, and you know, I think it was Jamie who mentioned it on last week's show, the away fans are even more hardcore than the home fans. You lose them, it's even worse. It's even worse than losing Anfield, because Anfield, you have the people who are there for the experience. You know, like if I come to Anfield, obviously, I'm going to behave differently to like Tom Little, who goes a lot more frequently than I do. It's normal, you know? So when it comes to like this whole positivity stuff, I hear it, Ed, but we've all been positive. I promise you, bro. Even Mike Das has been positive this season. Every single one of us has been positive this season at some point in time. And we've been bitten in the butt every single time. At the end of the day, I'm going to say this in response to you, Ed. If I told you in August, if I sat here with all these 6 amazing panelists and I said, guys, we are not going to win the Premier League. We're not going to win the Champions League. And we're going to be below Aston Villa. And we're going to be below Man United. I promise you all 5 of them would have said sack Slot. Literally, the first thing they would have said is sack Slot if I said that that's the thing. So for me, when it comes to this conversation, like, we've all been positive, bro. But at some point in time, you're gonna have to take a step back and go, like, what's the point of this positivity? We've done the positive stuff, and it's just not working, man. We've done it, you know. No, but it's not a sarcastic positive. I said we'll come back against PSG. Mike Das said that we will beat Man City at the Etihad. That's not sarcastic positive. We were all positive. I promise you, every single one of us believed in some game this season, and we got bitten.
There was a chance. We held on.
Yeah, there was a chance, bro.
We held on to it.
What does being like, this isn't some fairyland where, like, you know, you say positive affirmations and you meditate and all of a sudden all your problems go away. That's not the way the real world works. You can either sit there and, you know, just take it casually and support and say, you know, I don't mind all this other stuff. I just want to watch good football. But you're not even getting that. You know, even the casual fan isn't even getting what they want. In fact, the casual fan probably isn't even watching games at this point. The only people who are turning on the TV anymore are the people who turn on the TV no matter what. And you're even losing them. So again, this idea of positivity, like it doesn't solve anything. And if anything, I actually think that, you know, you're doing more harm than good by being positive. Like, that is a part of the problem. Getting behind the lads is the problem, because the real way to get behind the lads would be, I'm not going to stand for this. I'm not going to give my money, my time, or my patience to this, because it's an absolute disgrace for what I root for. Because, like, ultimately that's what this feels like. You know, I don't know anybody. I don't know. I can't speak for anybody else, but I have less than negative passion. I could care less. I'm probably not even going to check the score of the game until Monday. I'm completely done. And what I've spent the last 2-3 years spending my time on YouTube. Like, what are we doing? Positivity. Sorry, go on. Someone else.
I think people when they say positivity, like, is you can only have positivity if there's evidence that you can be positive. There is no evidence that we can give that we can support these guys. There is no evidence that we can give to be positive, because we are in a shit situation. We just got to keep it a buck. I think look, Ed. I know, I get it. We want to back the guys. I think it's more the
We've
case.
all tried, Ed. I promise you.
Yeah.
One thing I can promise you is also. By the way, Jamie Phillips has come on the Friday show and made multiple positive statements, and then he gets bitten on the ass on the watch along. Literally, like
times,
2 days later, Jamie's on the watch along, just losing his shit. We've all tried, bro. I promise you, we've tried. We want to be positive. You think I want to come here and look at all these fucking miserable faces? I preferred it a lot more when we were winning and smiling and having a lot of fun and dissing the other teams. But I've tried, bro. But the team is giving us nothing to be positive about. And I forget Promo's in the chat right now. Just give me a second. Promo's in the chat right now. I was on the Coppish Friday show before we played City at Anfield. And I was like, I think we're going to beat City at Anfield. And then Promo's like, what are you basing this on? I'm like, listen, they haven't beaten us at Anfield since 25 years in the Premier League. And we've done this and we've done that. And I was trying to explain it. And then the game comes and we lose 2-1. And I'm like, so I did all this positive crap for what? You know?
Can I just quickly say this, K-Man? I want to quickly just say this one last thing. The badge that they wear means a lot to loads of people. It's heavy. It's one of the greatest clubs in world football. It has meaning behind it. And this entire season, the players, the manager, everyone from top to bottom have basically treated it like dirt. And it's so hard for us to be positive when we see in, week out, that these players and these managers are tarnishing the club that we support's legacy in the mud. We're tired of it, bro. We're so tired of it. So, Ed, I respect what you're trying to say, bro, but we can't keep. It's just so hard to keep doing it when we keep getting disappointed week in, week out, bro. But big up, Ed. Big up, Ed.
Big up, Ed.
So
Boys?
I'm going to be positive. We're going to finish third. We're going to finish third.
Where's the evidence, bro?
And the reason why we're going to finish third is because everybody else is shit. They're all shit. They're all shit. They're all going to lose games. They're all going to draw games. Nobody's got any form at all in the running. Nobody. The fact that Manchester United got beat by Leeds, the fact that Chelsea have been beaten consistently, like, do not worry about it, because Arnie isn't, because we're going to finish third. And we're probably going to finish third because of Hugo Ekitike's injury. That's probably why, because he's going to have to play Mo Salah now. He's going to have to play him, and he's going to have to play his two strikers that he keeps on waffling on about. And he's being forced into a situation where the guy who's got his last couple of games at Liverpool is going to be playing for the fans, for the numbers. Mo will want to finish with another 10 goals. I'll tell you that. Mo will definitely want to finish with a few more goals in front of the fans, and he's going to be forced to play him because he has to play his strikers like that now. He has to.
I said the same exact thing K-Max said, by the way. I think we finished third now.
We finished third.
Yeah.
And by the way,
it's not a good thing, though. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
No, it's not a good thing. We're the biggest failures in the Prem this season.
We were not in the room. We were not in the room at the start of the season. And it's starting to look like the adults in the room, apparently, sat there, and it was Arnie, Richard, and Michael, and they sat there, and this was potentially a transition gaslighting season. Like, that's what it seems to have been. And this is what it looks like. Like I said a couple of months ago, they've looked at it and they've gone, nobody really wins the leagues back to back. Nobody really has a sustained form run when they've won the league. It's happened to so many other clubs. It's happened to Liverpool as well. And they've already planned for this to happen. And if it happens, so be it. As long as we stay in the Champions League, as long as we give it a fight, and look, we may have been shite, but we got one stage further in the Champions League, which also means another couple of million, 10 million or whatever extra. So you have to look at it like that, because we're looking at it as we've lost like 22 games in the last like year, and we've been shit and we've this and we've that. But they're sat there looking at the numbers going, well, hang on a minute. We could finish third here. This is a transition season. Loads of new players, loads of players leaving. We're changing the formation. We're changing the style of play. We got further in the Champions League. We got knocked out by the team that's probably going to win it. they're probably looking at it going, we don't sack managers. We give them a chance. Like, they all got chances. All the managers at Liverpool who were shit got chances for the next season. And I don't see it being any different. And whether we like it or we hate it, I think that's just the way it's going to be. But we're probably going to finish third, even though we have been dog shit. That's how crap the league is.
K-Mac, we can't finish third because you know what? I hear what you're saying. Everyone's been crap, but the other teams are saying the same thing. We've been crap. Like, man, that are looking at us say Liverpool are crap. They're going to finish third, and there's no evidence I can take. I can't see any game. I can look at every game individually, and I can't tell you one of these games we're going to win. I'm not confident we're going to even get anything against Everton. Yeah, we're doing this every game. We don't know what tactics he's going to use. Every game is different. You might play 4-4-2, you might play 4-2-2-2, you might play 4-2-3-1. We don't know what fullbacks he's going to play. We don't know what. Every game is it's like starting again. Every game, we don't know what we're going to do. But it gets to a point. I hear what you're saying. You spent 450 million, yeah, whatever it was. Yeah. You can't spend that much and say it's a transition year. You say you've gone one step further in the Champions League, but you've dropped four steps lower in the league. That's the bread and butter.
30 points.
You're meant to go back and back.
It was a couple of steps, bro.
But you're meant to. The thing is, with all that money spent, they can't think, oh, you know what? We knew this was going to happen. Then why would you spend that much money then if you knew this was going to happen? Why would you spend all that money if you knew this was going to happen? You should have just spent 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, whatever it is, not 460 million on some of the best players we've ever seen walk through Liverpool. That can't be an excuse. And I might be living in my own world here, yeah? I know there's been reports coming from Liverpool saying he's going to be here next season. I still can't understand how they can review the season and he's here next season.
Dean, you have to accept it, bro.
I can't.
Which is why we have,
or you'll get more hurt, bro.
Which is why
I'm willing to get hurt. I can't accept it.
Which is why,
but Ram, we can't do that. You can't because listen, the problem is Arne Slot and Richard Hughes are lovers, right? Like they're both together, married. They both love each other. You know, what they do in the bedroom is their business. But Michael Edwards is also like a part of the threesome of Richard Hughes and Arne Slot. So it's like a three-way. I can't get rid of one of them because if I get rid of one of them, it's no longer a three-way. So if I get rid of all
of them, then.
But here's the problem. But here's the problem. Listen, Husam, I could be way more colorful, and I was way more colorful on my own stream yesterday. But the problem is that you can't get rid of all three of them because then you're truly fucked. Then you are categorically, monumentally, absolutely fucked if you get rid of your CEO, your sporting director, and your manager all at the same time. Personally, what I would like to see is Michael Edwards pull his head out of his ass and just get rid of Richard Hughes and Arne Slot. I agree.
Edwards is already checked out.
Listen, that's like fine.
By the way, you know what proves Mike right? There's also rumors that Richard Hughes is staying this summer. So
exactly. Like I said, it's a threesome. So unfortunately, like, listen, I would love to see I would love to see FSG sell this club. Like, again, I believe that they have been beyond negligent. I believe that the trophies that they have won does not even trump the amount of negligence that they have put towards our team. Again, when we won the Premier League and then we didn't invest back in 2019, 2020, the fact that we didn't win a Premier League until last season when I should have been investing more money into the squad. The list goes on and on. But that's not going to happen. At the end of the day, if you can't see that Arne Slot has no clue what he's doing and we are the worst coach team in Europe, then there's no point of even having a conversation. At this point, I don't care because it's wishful thinking. It's like waking up and praying to God that you wake up on a beach, but you live in Siberia. I'm sorry, buddy. There's no ocean near there. You're not going to wake up on the beach. You have to move, and this club isn't going to move. So until the club moves, we're just talking in circles and everyone's point is moot. Like it just doesn't matter.
Mate, we're going to spend another 250 million, mate. Don't worry.
And we're gonna get equally fucked, bro. You guys, guess what, buddy? If you buy Adam Wharton, Yan Diomande, you could spend £1 billion this summer. Give it to Arne Slot. Guarantee you, we don't win anything other than maybe an FA Cup next season. Guaranteed. You cannot win. You cannot win anything without a midfield.
You missed out a handful of Dutch players.
I think you know what this reminds me of. Before we go to Jamie, because I haven't spoken yet. This reminds me of when Rodgers stayed, and we all knew. I lived that Rodgers era. Him getting sacked 7 games into the season is the most bait thing ever. It was so obvious that it's going to happen, and it ended up happening. I already know if Arne Slot stays like 7 games into next season, they're going to sack him anyway. Because people keep talking about like the old guard and the players that we need and the depth and the blah, blah, blah. Respectfully, 4 of our 5 signings can be considered flops. And they're not playing for the manager either. And they can't stand him either. Isak has been on the pitch 3 games in a row just doing cardio sessions. 3 games.
Can you put up that comment? Can you just put up that comment? Deep it, 2 pacey wingers, get rid of injury time goals, conceded,
Which
title
time
race.
was it?
Like look, chills, deep it, 2 pacey wingers, get rid of the injury time goals conceded, title race. Brother, whatever you're smoking, please ship it to California. We got good shit here, but I need that because that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Worked on you. Fair play. I mean, he's tried it enough.
Insane.
Football, unfortunately, football doesn't work like that, my friend.
And if Gerrard didn't fall, we would have another Premier League. And if this happened, and this happened, and if this happened, and if this happened,
Mike, that's a low blow. Mike, that's a low blow. Mike, that's a low blow.
We may go and get Jurgen Klopp because we did that last time.
Jamie, what's going on, brother?
Jamie, why are you quiet, bro?
I'm tired, guys. I'm tired, man. I take all this stuff personally. I live and breathe this football club like nothing else, man. When I got married and went on honeymoon, I decided not to have pumpy with the wife to watch Liverpool Blackpool. That's on my honeymoon. That's how much this team means to me. She was pissed off at me for 24 hours, but she got over it because she was in the Caribbean. But I watched Blackpool beat us 3-0 that day, I believe. And
was
then
that when Charlie Adams scored from a corner?
Yeah. Then we went and signed Charlie Adam in the summer. I live and breathe this. I live and breathe this shit. I take everything really personally. The wife wants to leave me. The kids hate me. You know, it's affecting my life now. I'm done now. I'm done with Liverpool. I'm done with the association of Liverpool. I'm done with the name Liverpool. I'm done with John W. Henry, Tom Werner, Hogan, Arne Slot, Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, all the players. All the players can leave if they want, apart from 2, and I'll be fine with it. I'm just done. I'm absolutely done right now. There's no excitement. It's just boredom. I'm not even looking forward to next season because I know the manager's going to stay. I don't think we're going to have a big transfer window at all. I think we're going to lose players that we shouldn't be losing. Dear man, I can't wait. Can't wait, man. I might.
What do you think of Slot staying, Jamie?
What do I think of Slot staying?
Yeah,
I'd rather lose
that's
both
what they're
my.
saying.
I'd rather live a whole life without any testicles than Slot staying at the Liverpool Football Club.
The man said he would stay as a eunuch, bro. Bloody hell.
Oh, well, I've had kids.
He's got his kids now. He's fine.
Yeah,
I hear it.
Yeah, he doesn't need him anymore. He doesn't need him. I agree with him. I don't really.
I'm so depressed watching Liverpool Football Club. You can't get. I get up. So on a Friday, I'm usually proper excited about watching Liverpool on the weekend. It's what I live for. Yeah, you know, I've obviously got the 3 kids and everything, and the weeks are hard and difficult. And then I get to my weekend. It's my escapism. I love it, and I truly do. And this whole last week is what's killed my love. I'm not like, you know me, I'm on here, always ray of sunshine, trying to, you know, positive predictions and all that, comfy wins at home. And I actually look forward to the game on the weekend, doing the watch long, chatting to the community, having a bit of a laugh and all that. I'm not looking forward to this weekend. I'm not. It's the first time I think this season, or in Arne Slot's reign, or anything like that, that I'm actually not looking forward to a Liverpool game. And I mean that honestly. I'm not looking forward to a Liverpool game. I'm not excited for the Liverpool game. I'm not. I will watch it because it's my team and it's my love. But no, man, I haven't got them same feelings right now because they haven't got them feelings for us. They don't care about us. You know, we're customers. We're not fans anymore.
Yeah.
We pay a ticket. We go. If we don't sing a song, they don't give a shit. If we sing a song, they don't give a shit. You know, it doesn't matter. So it's sapping my love for the football club, and that's just really pissing me off. And I actually mean this. I'm being totally honest. It's no jokes or anything today, guys. None. You know, I'm tapped out right now. And
we all feel the same, by the way. Me and Ram
Yeah.
had this conversation on the match reaction of the Football Terrace. We're like, guys, we're kind of just repeating the same stuff. Like, honestly, like at what point, like I'm bored, bro. I'm bored of the club.
We've been
I'm
repeating the same stuff
since
since October. Since October. I haven't said a new thing since October. Brother, I pulled up the screenshot during the PSG game. I literally, in the middle of the game, went back to my streams and I just pulled up what I was talking about in October, and it's literally like for like. It's Soboslai by himself in the middle of the pitch. It's a back three. There's no midfield, and there's 6 players pressing 4. It's legit. It was the same exact game as Manchester United at home, as Crystal Palace away. It was the same thing. There is no point. Like, there's no iterating on this. There's no innovating. There's no new epiphany. There's not. The only difference is that in the second half of this season, I've seen individual performances carry us over the line. I've seen an individual moment of quality basically destroy the mentality of the other team, right? Like Engamoa scores that goal, Fulham drop their heads. All of a sudden we score another goal, and then the rest of the game is easy breezy, right? And then you could say the same thing for other games this season, where it looked like, oh, we're on the fence, oh, and then one guy has an individual moment of quality that breaks the whole game. That's just the way that sports are. But there's nothing new. My bad, Jamie. Go on.
No, you're all right, Mike. Sorry. You know, I've had arguments with some people that are still slotted in there, right? And
who the hell is that? Like,
who the hell are you talking to? You still talking to people that slot in?
To be fair, there's more than people you think. I'm telling you, and you know they always come up with the same thing. And I had this argument with them, and after their argument with them, they blocked me and never replied. But this is what my answer was. So they went, so was you a Jurgen Klopp fan? I went, of course I was. He went, you know, he finished 5th one season. I went, yeah, I was there. Arne Slot could finish 5th this season. Did you want Klopp out at the time? I went, actually, if you actually watch my shit, I was pissed off with Klopp. But then I answered him and said, look, in that season we finished 5th with Klopp. I can still go back into it now, 3 years later, and remember a load of good games that we played that season.
Yeah,
some exciting football we played that season.
About 10.
Which gave me hope still for the following season. Right? We still played with passion. We still played with energy. And my thing at this moment in time, I'm not bothered about the system, the formations, or the player he's picking, right? I'm not worried about that right now. What I'm more concerned with is where's the energy and passion in my football club gone? That's what I'm more concerned with now, because there's none. We know what Liverpool is, yeah. Liverpool is an emotional football club. We know that because we're all fans of this football club. It's one of a kind football club, like there is a few in the world, right? It's a special place and a special team and a special football club. There's no emotion in our football club anymore. There's none. There's no connection with the team and the fan base at this football club right now. There's no energy coming out of this football club right now. It's completely lost.
I agree.
There's nothing. So when everyone talks about obviously systems or formation and all that counts and matters, of course it does. But that don't bother me at the moment, because you can have a team that's, you know, not at it. You can have players that are not the level. You can have a system that maybe is not that great. But if you see passion and energy still at the same time, it gives you a little bit of hope. It gives you a little bit of hope that maybe they will turn this round and they will get it better next year, right? At this moment in time, there's none of that. The system's bad. The players' positioning is bad. The tactics are bad. And there's no passion and nothing coming out of this football club right now. And because of that, we're all dead. We're all flat. But, yeah, if they played this weird formation that Slot likes to play. But I saw players. The players have given up. Yeah. Obviously, we all talk about McAllister and Gravenberches and all that this season as midfielders, yeah, because they're our main defensive-minded players, yeah. Right, I've had my say. I call them names and shit like that, right? But in theory, we all believe they're actually good footballers, yeah.
Yes, 100%.
But right, they're not playing with any passion. You're telling me Gravenberch couldn't slide tackle if he wanted to? Of course he would, but he's not playing with any passion because he doesn't need to. Because the manager's not giving him anything to get passionate about. Players are human. You know, they always talk about players being on 400 grand a week. Should be on 400 grand a week. You should be doing better. They're still humans. You know, you still sometimes need that arm around your shoulder to be told you're the best in the world. Us human beings are fundamentally broken people. It's only because we've got a brain that we can not do stupid shit, right? But sometimes you need an arm around your shoulder and go, look, you are the best player in the world. Go out there and show everyone you're the best player in the world. You know, it might sound pathetic, but players need that because they're humans at the end of the day. There's no passion in our players. They don't want to play. They always say they're playing for the club and all that, but at the same time, players don't love this football club like us six on this panel right now love this football club. Like the fans in the chat right now love this football club, right? They're here to get a wage, and 2 or 3 years later, they might get another contract or they leave for another club. And then that club, they'll say, I always wanted to play for that club. They don't give a shit. They're mercenaries. Right? That's what players are. Don't get attached to players. They're mercenaries. There's no passion in this football club. The passion has disappeared. The players don't care. They're playing like mercenaries now. They're playing for themselves. They don't give a shit about anyone because the manager's made that the whole issue of our football club. And it's dead right now. And that's the thing that pisses me off more than anything else this season.
You know who's passionate?
That's a problem as well because
Darwin Núñez.
You talk about players not putting in the
I'll
effort,
kick you out.
players not caring. The players are already given an excuse by the manager before the game because his press conferences ooze excuses. Oh, they haven't had enough training. Oh, the opposition's doing this. Oh,
Yeah, and then you see them posting days off on Instagram. I'm like, what are we doing?
and you're like, and genuinely, you sat there going, oh well, if we lose or I don't play well, I'm still going to get picked the next game. Like, there's no repercussions. There's no accountability. Like, there hasn't been from day one. Like this season, it's just been excuse, and everybody's going to go away on holiday. Everyone's going to go and have a week off. You're going to be posting all your stuff on Instagram. Like there's nothing like you get your asses battered by Man City, and you're given the weekend off. Like I can tell you what, if that was another manager, like Fergie, Mourinho, probably Arsene Wenger, and definitely Klopp, you'd be probably doing your training at the end of the game and you wouldn't get the week off. You'd be back in training because you just embarrassed the fans. And you probably have to pay the fans back as well for the tickets. Like you don't walk over and go, well, I've been playing well, so why aren't you celebrating me? Like, there's a massive disconnect at the club. And it comes down from the coach not living there, not walking around the city, not having any connection with the fans. Like, and it's a big deal for Liverpool. It's a big deal. Like, we all had a little bit of an issue with Rafa because he was like that. Like, even some of the players, even Steven Gerrard did to a certain extent. Like, and also Brendan Rodgers. Like, you have to have a connection with the fans. Like, Luis Enrique had more connection with our Liverpool fans than our own bloody manager.
He did. You see what he said about Anfield? It's
mad.
amazing. Yeah,
I think Guardiola has more of a
100%.
than us. Our manager.
I love Pep, but the only thing I'll say on what Jamie said with people who like to point to Klopp and say, well, when times got bad with Jurgen, you guys, didn't lose your shit. I would say that the difference is that when Jurgen Klopp had, when we had bad results under Jurgen Klopp, it had more to do with the fact that we would have 35 shots in a game and our players would just shit the bed and not finish chances than literally playing without a midfield, than having a complete lack of tactics, than getting absolutely bullied. And it's like people were trying to say, but you guys had 20 shots against PSG. And I'm like, well, did you look at them? Did you ever consider to yourself, we really only had, we had one real goal scoring opportunity. And it was 30 seconds after Mohamed Salah came on the pitch and the ball bounced right to Virgil van Dijk and Marquinhos blocked it. Outside of that, everything else should have been saved and was saved. We didn't create jack shit. And honestly, over those 2 legs, PSG were very underwhelming. Very unimpressive. The first game they dominated because we didn't press. So of course Vitinha and João Neves are going to have the ball for 900 years because we didn't press them. And then in the first half of the second game, we had 30% possession. We didn't press. You expect Isak just out of an injury to press the back line? Ekitike hasn't been able to press all season. And we basically sat in a 4-2-4, a passive 4-2-4. This team makes the other team look good. Jurgen Klopp's team didn't make other teams look good. It's just we didn't finish our dinner time and time again. And that's what it came down to. It's that Liverpool could have won that game and they didn't win the game.
The response to the Klopp thing is very simple. The reason why I didn't turn on Jurgen Klopp is because he built this from the ground up. And because Jurgen Klopp never got the backing that Slot did. I don't need to give you 100 reasons. These 2 reasons are the main difference why my energy towards Slot is different than my energy towards Klopp. Completely different. One guy never got the support. He never got the money. I'm sure I speak for all the panelists when I say if Jurgen Klopp got 50% of the backing that Slot did, I'm certain we'd sit here with an extra. By the way, mid-season we were 14 points behind Man City. He just signed Luis Diaz. That's it, one player. He signs Luis Diaz in January, and we go on a crazy run, and we finish 1 point behind Man City. That's something that actively happened. Yeah. It's not like
I don't think we could string together 14 straight points.
We're not making up scenarios. And the other thing that Mike said, there were games, and I'll never forget this in the title race, because this is important for the people, Jamie, who say, "Oh, this is."
Remember 1-0 Crystal Palace.
This is not like Jurgen Klopp. Why didn't you back Jurgen Klopp? Blah blah blah. As Jamie was talking, this is the Liverpool lineup against Man City this season. I'm gonna show you this game. Watch this. Everyone remembers this game,
Mm-hmm.
The Doku switching music game. This is the Liverpool lineup: Kelleher, Bradley, Kwanzaa, Van Dijk, Joe Gomez, Szoboszlai, Endo, McAllister, Harvey Elliott, Darwin Núñez, Luis Diaz. Okay. City lineup: Ederson, Walker, Akanji, Stones, Ake, KDB, Foden, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, Julian Alvarez, Erling Haaland. Watch this. Stats: Liverpool 17 shots, Man City 9. Liverpool 4 shots on target, City 5. Possession: Liverpool 53%. Corners: Liverpool 7, Man City 4. And we were robbed that game. Look at the lineup I just read for Liverpool. Salah was on the bench. He came on later on in the game. Andy Robertson was on the bench. Joe Gomez started left back. We had Connor Bradley starting, Kwanzaa starting. We had Endo starting in midfield, Elliott starting right wing, and Núñez starting up top, and we dominated Man City at home. You see now why we didn't turn on Klopp? Meanwhile, we watch Arne Slot with all these elite players. How the hell? We all sit here during the international break and look at Florian Wirtz get 4 GA versus Switzerland. With all due respect, if I put Switzerland in the Premier League, they're minimum going to be 6th or 7th, 8th. Like, they're not a dead national team. They're a very good national team. They'll be in that area. Like, he didn't go get them against, with all due respect, Uzbekistan or Tajikistan or something. He got them against Switzerland, 4G in one game. You watch him for Liverpool, and people have pointed out after the game, bro, the guy don't even want to shoot. The guy is not even taking the risks. Against PSG, Mo slipped him through on goal, straight in front of the goalkeeper. He decided to take an extra dribble and just ruin the whole attack because he doesn't have confidence. This comes back to what Jamie says. They don't have confidence. They don't have belief. They don't have the passion. Because at the end of the day, what people need to deep is, look, all the excuses are leaving this summer. Mo's gone this summer. So there you have that elephant in the room removed from you now, right now. That first 45 minutes against PSG is a preview of next season. That's the truth. It's a preview of what's going to happen next season, which is why when Jamie was speaking, I said we're going to Rodgers this up. I think 7 or 8 games into next season, the guy will get sacked anyway, and we're just going to waste everyone's time. This feels very Rodgers, very Ten Hag as well. Remember when people were like, oh, why should we sack Ten Hag? We won a cup and we blah, 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 and he's had injuries and blah, blah, blah. 3, 4, 5 games into the season, all United fans were Ten Hag out anyway. Like, I feel like all the excuses have ran out. We're going to have the only thing I disagree with Jamie is I still think we'll have a big summer because we're going to end up Champions League position. So I still think we'll sign like Wharton, couple of wingers, whatever it is. We'll have a big summer. But then come next season, it'll be the same shit over and over again because they don't trust in the manager and they don't believe in the manager. So we're kind of just wasting everyone's time. Yeah, he won us the Premier League. And what? If I went back, I promise you, as someone who lived that era, if I went back and I gave Rafael Benitez 50 million, not 450, we would have been sat here with the Premier League title. Benitez wanted David Silva, David Villa. I can name you all the players that he wanted. We just sat there with an elite team, by the way, and we only lost out the league by like 4 points or 3 points to Man United after Torres was injured for the second half of the season. As a matter of fact, I think if we go back in time and just keep Robbie Keane at Liverpool, we're Premier League champions. Just by keeping Robbie Keane at
Or we get Arshavin. We get Arshavin.
No, forget Arshavin. Forget all this. Just alone, because we all knew Torres was going to get injured, didn't it? So he got injured. David Ngo plays up top. Had we just kept Robbie Keane, we'd be sat here league champions. No problem. And that's Benitez. So when you come here and you say, oh, well, what's the difference between Rodgers and Slot? Suarez went on a madness. We almost won the league. Salah went on a madness. We won the league. One guy has Van Dijk, Konate, Trent, Robertson, and Alisson at the back. The other guy had Ali Sissoko, John Flanagan, Martin Skirtle, and Mamadou Sakho at the back, with Simon Mignolet in net. So you're telling me, let's go back, yeah? No BS. And I'm already answering for the panelists. But let's ask a rhetorical question. If I gave 13, 14 Liverpool, Van Dijk, Alisson, Trent, Robertson, and Konate, do you think we would have won the league?
Oh, we would have won.
Easy. We don't want it like that. Bro, Suarez was on a madness that year. I never forget. So, Tom
I actually think you just give him Virgil when we win the league.
Yeah, just give the Virgil alone. I agree with you.
You need was Virgil.
You know what would be?
Virgil and Skirtle would have won the league. I agree with you.
You know what would be?
Virgil and Alisson. Give him a goalkeeper as well.
Do you know what would be the most worrying thing?
I couldn't stand Mignolet.
I hated Mignolet.
If you
we probably won the league.
So that's the thing. Like, we sit up here and we talk about like Rodgers and blah blah blah. Yeah, Rodgers was gonna get carried to a league title just like Slot got carried. Like, you know, I know people don't like this whole carry job stuff, yeah, and that's fine. True, right? I'm gonna make it Mo carried our attack and Suarez carried our attack. Fine, you know, like they carried that part of the pitch at least.
But Sam, I sent you that picture yesterday, didn't I?
Yeah.
Like the 18 it showed all our attack in the last 18 games. Mo was 22 out of 17. Diaz was 1 out of 18. Right, the revisionism on Diaz this season is crazy. He was 1 in 18. Darwin was 1 in 12, I think. Jota was 0 in 10. You know, Salah carried Liverpool's attack last season. You take Salah out of Liverpool's attack last season, we don't win the league. Simple as that.
No, you take Salah.
We don't finish in
season.
Champions
I think we don't even make top 4. I'm gonna be honest.
We finish 8th. I did the AI check on it. Just one thing I wanted to mention is what you said, Don, about the fact that Jurgen gave us excitement. By the way, when Jurgen took over, do you remember the Dortmund draw with Rodgers' team? Like he still gave
the 1-1
unbelievable games, even with Brendan Rodgers' side, which was dross.
By the way, this is what Jamie Phillips is talking about, chat.
Yeah.
That's mad.
People
don't think Salah had a big impact on our team, man.
That's actually mental. That's actually mental.
Mo Salah is Liverpool.
By the way, some of those goals
we understand. We won the league. Okay, we get it. And by the way, even credit to Slot last year, we were all giving him credit. the way that like even Konate has stayed fit, the way that he used to rotate in game, his in-game management, all that, great. But now I'm giving you all the ingredients, and this is the stuff that you're giving me. Like, that's the thing. I really just don't get it. And you know, it's some of the things. I think it was Mike who said it last time. It started at Wembley against Newcastle. That's the first time, because I'll never forget. I had a massive debate after the game, and I said Eddie Howe outcoached Arne Slot. I said it from that day, and I still believe till the second he got outcoached. Bro, we were playing long balls to Salah against Dan Burn, who's like 3 times his height, bro.
Well,
I'll never forget that.
We've been playing bad football since February 2025.
Yeah,
I agree.
Our football since February, March 2025 has been abysmal. It's been absolutely abysmal. Look, the league was won pretty much in January, and we just coasted to the end of the season. But because Arsenal and Man City just kept losing games anyway, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, our football's atrocious from early in 2025 to where it is now. Nothing's changed much. You know, so, you know, this is Slot's team now. You know, I keep saying it last season. Jurgen Klopp would have won the league with Liverpool last year because of the fall off of Man City and Arsenal. Jurgen Klopp would have had, do you know how mad Jurgen Klopp's Liverpool would have to have fallen off not to win that league last season?
I think they would have got 90 points, Jay.
I actually think they probably would have done a little bit better because, you know, and they were still playing in the Klopp spirit last year because he just left. So when your managers just leave, you've got a manager for a long time, you still, you know, you're still going to play in the spirit of that previous manager. That's just the way it is. It's natural. And that's what they did for like that season. And then Slot.
I hope when Slot leaves, they don't play in the spirit of Slot. Please no.
Well, and then
they're going to. They're going to. It takes 6 months.
It's going to be hard.
It's always the case. It's just natural in football, isn't it? That's why it's sometimes difficult for managers when they get sacked and another manager to take over. You need time to adjust to what you want to do. But we're not West Ham, we're not Portsmouth, we're not these teams, yeah. You can't go and lose. I think it's 23 matches now since March 2025 to now. As a Liverpool coach, you just can't. Even if you did win the league, you know, if you're West Ham or something, and you're still finishing Champions League places, it's like give the manager anything he wants, sort of kind of deal. Do you know what I mean? But we're not that. We're Liverpool Football Club. I hate the fact that I talk to a lot of Liverpool fans still who will say that, oh, you know, Liverpool ain't entitled to win the league every year. I want to backslap them. You know what I mean? I'm like, what are you on about, man? We're Liverpool. We should be able to win the league every single year. I've always said it. Liverpool should be the Real Madrid of England. There should be standards, yeah? Man United fans complained about their standards dropping for the last 8 years with the managers they had, and they didn't want their managers in place, and it's ruined their football club. They let a sporting director run their football club and just hire crap managers, and it went to shit for years, yeah? Absolutely went for shit for years. And now they tanked a little bit and they're on the way back up again now, but they still tank again. Liverpool don't want to go down that route. Like, Liverpool should be learning off their arch rivals. It's right there. You don't even have to look that far. You only have to look 36 miles up the road. So all you have to do, look at your arch rivals. Look what happened to your arch rivals. Look how bad it went. You know, the discourse in the fan base and the managers and no one liking what the football they're playing and the shit they're buying. And you just got to look at that mistake and go, we can't make that mistake. And you've got to have a real serious think and go, yeah, Arne Slot won the league last year, but are we making the same mistake by keeping a guy in the next year or two that we could give him any player he wants, but is the football still going to be this dross? And that's my main issue.
I think this is poor. The one thing, Jay, I will say on the entitlement bit, which is a bit, it sort of like irks my brain a little bit. I'm sorry, this summer the fan base were entitled to win something that was major.
Yeah, should have won.
We flexed up. We won the league. We decided to flex our muscles. We gone and got the best German talent that was produced since Mario Götze. We got the best.
No, since Michael Ballack, even better.
Now Götze was a different level. It was a different level. No.
Havertz.
You're talking to the Bundesliga expert. You're talking to the Bundesliga expert.
Semantics. Semantics.
But
semantics.
again, buy to buy. We signed the best. We signed basically a regen of Andy Robertson.
I don't think Verts is that good, but that's just me.
2017. I'm gonna move past.
I agree with Jamie. I don't think Verts has played well, by the way.
No, but I mean, Jamie said Verts isn't that good.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
But the thing is, right, we signed basically a regen in Robertson and Kirkes. We signed one of the best strikers in the world in Alexander Isak, which I guarantee you every team in the world, barring Manchester City and Real Madrid, would love to have him in their team. Or even then, to an extent, I think Madrid would love him to have him in their team. We also signed Jeremy Frimpong as well on top of that, which was a right-back replacement. Aren't we entitled to win a major trophy at least?
We should have been. That's why I'm not taking
from the caliber of players that we signed that summer. Don't you think the expectation should have changed from being there and thereabouts to no? We flexed our muscles. We got to prove it on the pitch and go and win the Premier with the Champions League.
I think
upgrades, Ram. But the thing is, and this is what I'm trying to get across. We don't know about the conversation that was had in the boardroom with Arnie and what the targets were. And it looks like the target, according to Arnie,
that's
to
hindsight's
Hughes,
2020.
No,
hindsight's 2020.
Again, targets changed throughout the season.
I don't want to do this whole conjecture thing about what the board wants. Fuck the board. Okay, but fuck the club. Fuck FSG. Fuck all that stuff. None of that matters. None of that matters because that. Okay, yes, but again, it's also hindsight's 2020 because it's April 17th. Personally, entitlement to win, I think. I don't know about entitlement to win, but it's entitlement to be there on the last day. Yes, absolutely. It's the entitlement. It is the entitlement that I go into that PSG tie confident. And if the things don't go my way because one thing happens or the other thing happens, great teams have lost. And it is what it is. But we had
even last season when we lost on pens, we didn't lose our minds.
No chance. We had no chance
to lose our minds. And we said Donnarumma had an amazing game.
In the Premier League, in the Premier League, I'm looking and I'm just saying, listen, if a couple things don't go my way, it is what it is. I've lost on the last day before. It's not my fault that Aston Villa, conceded a 2-0 lead. But I need to be there and thereabouts at the bare minimum. My problem now, though, is that because this problem has stemmed since February of last year, because people have been calling this out since October, I think that now, unfortunately, my prediction, it doesn't matter what we do, we're fucked. Because even if we get,
I'm glad Mike brought that up because there's something important. I want to read you guys because we all saw what the club shill journalists were saying this week. So I went and found what they said last year. Because you ain't gonna sit up here and change your own energy towards me and act like I'm the crazy guy. This was a report from Chris Bascombe last season. Arne Slot will be backed. This was before last summer. Arne Slot will be backed with one of the Liverpool's biggest ever summer transfer budgets to pursue a record-breaking 21st league title as the champions ready themselves for a fresh challenge from the chasing pack. So you told us anyway that your whole intention, because you see when you tell me the word transition, there is a player in the title. His name is Archie Gray. If you sign Archie Gray, come tell me transition. Don't sign Verts, Isak, Ektike, Frimpong, Kirkes, and come tell me transition. Transition to what? What transition? What are we transitioning to?
The problem with looking
at the season left back. Alexander Isak scored more goals than Erling Haaland last season. Florian Wirtz is the most exciting player to come out of Germany since Michael Ballack. Jeremy Frimpong is a winner of the league at Leverkusen and a very solid option, and he plays well for his national team. Ekitike is one of the most exciting talents in world football when it comes to the striker position. So what transition? Who the hell transitions with that?
Okay, but again, that's still falling into this hindsight trap. Like what's happened this season is different than what our expectations were this summer, obviously. And the way that things have, unfolded, unfortunately, the club did not act and the club was not preemptive. The time to be preemptive was in December, before the January window, was to make the move and say, you know what, this is failing. But unfortunately, we just sort of pushed all in. We said, you know what? I think I think I have the nuts. I think I have this hand won. I'm shoving, right? And it failed miserably. Now we're at the point where it's a World Cup summer. So even if we do get a new manager, that's half a preseason with a year and a half of this fucked mentality that you have to unfuck into next season. I think that the club has put us in a position where at minimum, I don't think that we compete in the league for the next 24 months. I think maybe we have the opportunity to compete on the Champions League front, maybe in tournament style, but in terms of the Premier League, it's going to take a full.
Mike,
it's going to take well. What I'm trying to say is it's going to take a full season just to unfuck everything that Arne Slot has fucked up at this football club: mentality, ability, tactics, everything, fitness, all of it, the whole culture of the club. It's going to take a full season just for that. If he's sacked at the end of the summer, we get Xabi Alonso. My expectation for Xabi Alonso, very simple: finish in the top 5, get me Champions League spot. I'm the happiest man alive. I'm not expecting any trophies. And it doesn't even matter. You could spend £500 million and get Xabi Alonso. Maximum expectation. Obviously, I'll take more. Maximum expectation, Champions League spot, no trophies. The following season, maybe I'll say, okay, now I'm starting to see good football. I see your vision. Now let's go for a trophy. That's the position we have now put ourselves in. That is what I'm predicting. If you keep Arne Slot, it only further delays that, and I believe prolong the next adjustment period to whatever new manager you get in. So if we were to keep him this summer, do another preseason under him, have the World Cup happen, start the next season, have him get sacked. What if you get the wrong guy? Who wants to come in 7 games into a season who's really the right guy? How is that going to impact the team? How much is that going to delay you? So, now it's just a point where I feel like in October we were 6 feet under, but rather than trying to climb out of the hole, we bought ourselves this giant excavator that fit in the 6-foot hole, and we just kept burying ourselves. We're like, you know what, 6 feet, too shallow. Let's go 50 feet under. Because I genuinely, I don't see how in the Premier League you can, for a 38 game season, turn this around. Maybe again, cups are different. Perhaps we can get Carabao, FA Cup, maybe even go on a run of the Champions League. But for a 38 game season, like, guys, the mentality of these players are utterly destroyed. Where was the energy? Did anyone here, even for half a second in the first half against PSG, even think it was possible for Liverpool to string together enough passes to get a shot on goal inside the box? Not even score, just string together passes to actually shoot the ball. We can't even do that at home in a return leg against PSG, a side that wasn't even playing well. So I think it's going to take at least a year.
Really, to kick it 60 yards, because that's all that happened.
Well, but Mamardashvili has to kick it 60 yards because we don't build up with the midfield. But anyway, I'm hogging the mic. Go on, someone else.
No, Mike, I agree with everything you said there, Mike. I agree, because you know what, this manager has messed up the mentality in the team. And what Husam said makes sense, because we can go back to Rafa. You give Rafa 20 million, he wins the league. You give Brendan Rodgers a Virgil van Dijk, he wins the league. What do you give this manager for him to actually do anything? There's not one thing you can say, all right, we can fix this. Even Jurgen Klopp, give him the Caicedo he wanted. He dominates for years. This manager, what on earth can you give him? What can you give him for him to go into next season, for him to go and challenge? I can't name a single player or 4 players that this manager can turn things around. You can name back all the other Liverpool managers. You can't name back this manager, because he's the fundamental problem. He's got the greatest players we've ever seen at Liverpool, and he's turned them into average. I'm here speaking the truth on my channel, saying Wirtz has been a flop, Ekitike has been a flop. Like, I'm just being real. They've been flops. I can name 2 games where Ekitike has been good. I mean, from start to finish, good. He's had a few good games where he scored goals, but really, 80 million, it's been a flop. Wirtz has been a flop. He hasn't shown nothing. No, come on. Goals. If you watch Ekitike,
he's got 17 goals. He's got 7. Yeah, if he's not a striker and he's in a shit team, he's got 17 goals.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you're getting a striker, you don't expect How many games can you say he's had good? How many games can you?
He's not.
Can you
He's
name
not.
10
No,
games
the
of
thing
good
is,
games?
the things I would say about Ekitike, yeah, I hate this Ekitike stuff. Ekitike weren't bought to be our number one striker. Alexander Isak was. Alexander
Yeah, but
Isak's our number one
regardless,
striker.
80 million still.
69 million. And he came
Whatever
for
it was,
69 million and got 17 goals in all comps, yeah?
So
He's
you
not
think
a
he's had a
flop.
good season? You think he's had a good
Yes,
season?
he's had 17
Watching
goals.
Ekitike, you think he's
Yes.
played well this season?
He's got
For a
17
backup
goals.
striker. For a backup
For a
striker.
backup
he's been
striker.
brilliant.
And don't forget, Dean, he's
Backup
had no
striker.
rest. He's had no rest because there's no other striker to play.
No,
So
forget
that's-
backup. He's not a backup striker. He's been
Yes,
our main
he is.
striker this season.
Yes, because
How
he's
is he a
got
backup
injured.
striker?
Isaac got injured.
Yeah, but he's not a backup striker.
But he wasn't
He's not.
signed.
He's got 17
signed to be
goals.
our first team striker.
So
first
you,
choice
all
striker.
right. He scored 17 goals, yeah. All right. When you 17 goals, yeah, it doesn't even feel like he scored 17 goals to me. You send me he scored 17 goals. I've got to take your word for it,
Assists
'cause
as well.
It feels like he scored about 5 goals to me. Like,
It's
I
very,
don't feel
very.
like-
His goals. That thing is why you think that is because his goals is very purple patchy. Like he goes through a purple
That's
patch,
what I'm saying.
and then
Like,
which you can't
if you
disagree.
look at it carefully, if we sign for another team, we look at it as a flop.
Look. Just one thing about Ekitike. Yeah, look. You take Ekitike out of our team, we're 14th in the league.
Yeah, I
Okay,
know.
his goals have been vital.
But then it don't really.
Goals
It
have been
don't
vital
really
this
go.
season.
It don't really.
How many
answer
games
what-
can you say he's had good games?
Ekitike, like seriously, he's the only shining light we've had. Like seriously,
But it don't.
I
It don't
actually think
Ekitike into top 5 now.
as much as I'm arguing with Dean here, I do understand Dean's points. He does make good points there, Dean. But I actually think Liverpool's best signing this season has been Kirkes. I actually think he's been.
Yeah.
I think he's been Liverpool's best performer all
Same.
season. Is Kirkes.
Definitely.
Do you know what I love about Kirkes? Yeah, he's the only new player that we got this season that shows any fight and passion. Right,
That's
and
it.
I love that about Kirkes. I think he's been Liverpool's best signing this season. I don't think Ekitike's been a flop, but I can understand what Dean's saying.
No, but you know, it's our standards are so low.
Yeah.
That we,
yeah.
I'm not saying, Jamie, but our standards are
Yeah.
so on the floor. We're
Yeah, I get what you mean,
accepting
man. I agree.
Ekitike's. Now, I'm not saying that we've had strikers that's came in and done well. We know our standards. This what he's done this season. Obviously, we blame the manager, the system change, everything he's doing here. I can't sit here and say, you know, Ekitike's had a good season. I can't. Regardless of the goals, because I didn't know he scored 17 goals. I'm just watching his performances. It doesn't inspire me. Like, he's injured. He has bad games. When he's bad, he is bad. When he's good,
I hear that.
he's good in parts. of
when
games.
he's bad, he's very
terrible.
very very frustrating. Like
No, I hear that.
There's couple moments like this season where you're like, brother, why are you shooting from that range? Why can't you just do the little 1-2s and get yourself in a better position to get a little 1v1 going on, like stuff like that. But then again, the guy is only about 22, and I'm not going to criticize him that much for that because he's still got a lot to learn in his game.
Well,
he's still got a lot
he
to
might
learn
not be the same
to
player,
learn as a striker. Like there's
Jamie's
so many different areas where I'm like, this needs to improve, but I need to also remember the guys will hopefully improve in that and those aspects.
He's got the same injury as John Barnes, by the way. Like, I'm sorry,
Right.
guys.
No,
like,
the worst thing is he's got the
is a
same
real
injury. He's got
horror.
the same injury as what Harry
Horror.
Kewell got, and Harry Kewell lost his pace as soon as he got that. That's
horror
the
one.
that's the main
And
worry.
I can't believe no one's talking about this as well, by the way. Do you realise that we played 24 games this in 2026 in the space of just over 3
24
months?
games.
And we
Really?
played 25 games in the whole of 2025, which was 5 months. And Ekitike's featured in every single game apart from the Fulham one, where apparently he wasn't fit. Like, people are talking about this being a slip. There's no slip in this. He has been absolutely rinsed, and he should have had a lot more rest than he's had. And that Fulham game, the fact that he didn't play meant that he probably didn't do much training either. And then you chucked him straight in for the PSG game in a position he's not played before, by the way.
Blaming Arne Slot for what happened to Hugo
No, I'm not blaming
Ekitike.
Arne Slot. I'm blaming conditioning. I'm blaming the whole process. And this is what I wanted to talk about as well. Is
Brother,
you
he
said
got
that
wet- he
it's
got
going to
a
take
whole-
us another year to get back on track once Arnie's gone. Like, he has absolutely ruined the fitness of everybody at the club. Like, we are so below par in running stats, sprints. Like, we can't do 3 games a week. Like, he's having to take people off because they're gassed after 60. Like, there's a reason why we are so bad the way we are. And it is because the whole conditioning side of things that came into Liverpool in the season that we won the league, I feel has caught us up now. As in, yeah, we were giving players more rest because we didn't have any injuries. And we were taking the wins, going, okay, yeah, but we've gone a whole season like that. And now we've gone into the second season. And I think it's just a process now. And everybody is gassed. They can't run. They can't cope with the Premier League pressures. Like, we're being bounced off balls. We're not winning 50-50s. Like, players are backing out of tackles. Like, the amount of injuries we've had, muscle injuries, like, it really is a problem. And like you said, Mike, the new guy that comes in, if it's Xabi Alonso, he's got to deal with that. Like, he's got to deal with that. And that's going to take a long time to get back up to scratch. Like, and yeah, we've had bad luck.
Get injuries again. If you're going
to breaking his leg, is bad luck.
It's going to be injuries. Like, if you're trying to make him, like, when Klopp took over, there was injuries because of his regime. It's going to be the same thing again. We're going to get injuries because they have to be fit again. Because how we perform in every game, we gassed after 50 minutes. We
don't even run. But we don't even run.
You know what irritated me the most this weekend? I watched Arsenal Bournemouth. And obviously, like, whatever you think of Arsenal, whether you like them or dislike them, it's beside the point. I watched Arsenal Bournemouth. I looked at Man City this season, and I'm like, they've got like 15 games where they've either drawn or lost. Had Liverpool just been like at 70% of last season, we would have won another league title. This could have been legitimately, no exaggeration, the easiest league title like we've won in Premier League era. Currently, as things stand, City have dropped points in 12 games, and Arsenal have dropped points in 11 games out of 31 and 32. Imagine. Like, had Liverpool legit, no exaggeration, had we been like at 70% of last season, we win the league. Just with 70% of what we did,
which makes the management even more
all we
damning.
need to do is turn the draws
that's what makes it more annoying.
into wins against the bottom 8. That's all we had to do. And we would have been in the league now by 2 points.
But again, it's just, I don't want to like try to revise this season. Like, at the end of the day, it's a combination of unluckiness, but in my eyes, the unluckiness has to do with the foundation of the club. Like, the players consistently turning off at the end of games. Yeah, I mean, listen, in a closed environment, one game, I'd say unlucky. But when that happens all season, and then you even won some of those games that you've basically tried your best to throw out the window, like, you know, Spurs should have drawn against us with 9 players. Newcastle should have drawn against us with 10 players. Bournemouth should have drawn against us the first game of the season. So it's like, we can look at these ones that were losses. We can also look at these ones that were wins. We can look at these ones where we're like, you know what? It was lucky that it was a draw. Sunderland at home. Federico Chiesa on the goal line in the 94th minute. That would have been another one. And we've already set a record on that. But I don't even think that's not even down to what we do on the pitch. That's what we do in the mind. And like, again, my biggest thing this season, I think his tactics are atrocious. I think he's the worst coach in all of Europe. I think a Sunday league team would give us a run for our money.
I think Rafinha's worse. I think Rafinha's worse.
Well, listen, that's fine, but Chelsea already fucking suck, and they didn't spend £500 million after winning a Premier League. This is the worst title defense in history. This is the worst season given expectations, what you did last year, and the money spent of all time. In my opinion, of all time, £500 million, Premier League title winners. You're making Florian Wirtz look like he's worth £15 million. Alexander Isak can't get more than 4 touches on the ball. All of my midfielders are fucking dog shit. And I had a 30-point swing because we were 5 points at the top. Remember that 5 points at the top to now all this way behind. So to me, it's the worst season in history, and a lot of that has to do with up here. Like, I think genuinely, if Arne Slot We could keep his shit tactics. We could keep his shit personality. We can keep his bald, cunty head. But if we had just had a fucking shred of mentality in this side, and we just had a shred of fight and a shred of consistency, we would be at least 15 points better. And I would be sitting here, and if we were 10 points behind Arsenal at this point in the season, but I saw good football, I would be more inclined to say, you know what? Maybe it was a little unlucky. You know what? Maybe some of these injuries, maybe this Jota thing, whatever, I would be more inclined to it. But I feel like we're lucky to even be in the position that we are. We're lucky to be in 5th place. We're lucky to have this many points because in another season, those first 5 games are all draws. Those end 5 straight draws, and we're sitting here and we have 10 points less than we do now. Sorry, maybe a little bit more than that, but regardless, it's the mentality thing. And I think that is the hardest part to rebuild in a club. I think that's what Jurgen Klopp had to spend 2 years building. Forget about football, forget about fitness. It was the mentality. And Jamie talked about it before. Like, these are human beings. They have to believe. And what I see right now is a bunch of players who, realize I get a really nice comfy check and I don't believe in this manager. So I'm not going to give 100%, but I'm also not going to give 0%. And unfortunately, 80%, 90%, that's not enough. 80% is not enough to win in the Premier League.
Enough either. So yeah. Anyway, speaking of, before I just ask you guys about Everton, let me just grab these supers, and then I'm gonna move on. Just talk about Everton, and if you guys want Archie Gray or whatever it is, big up to all of you guys. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're yet to do so, and please keep getting stuck in the chat, guys. This has been an amazing stream so far, but we're not even at 200 likes yet. We got almost 700 people in the building. Let's please get to 200 likes. Big up to my guy Ice-T, who says, I'm going to become an alcoholic again next season since he is staying. Please do not drink alcohol, Ice-T. Find something else. I was outside today. I messaged the boys. I was like, I'm going to be 10 minutes late because I was out. Find new hobbies. I've picked up boxing. I picked up a couple of different things. Start watching documentaries. I've been watching amazing animal documentaries recently. I can recommend a couple to you. You get me? So don't drink. Big up to my guy Akia, who says, like and subscribe. Don't be frauds. Hey, I agree with you, Akia. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. And please do not be frauds, man. Do not be frauds and like and subscribe now. Slot is the Dajjal of Liverpool. Dajjal is Arabic for Antichrist. For the ones who... So the Mike Das insults are picking up. Big up to my guy Havard, who said if Slot isn't leaving anytime soon, he needs to learn how to talk in the press. PSG here and PSG there. The XG media technique is badly needed. I have not seen a press conference after New Year's. Here's the thing, bro. Today, me and Tom crashed out just at the thought of Cal even bringing up a Slot quote. We're like, nope, we're not going to do this. We decided to talk about something completely different just because of Slot's press conferences. How do you spend a year and a half talking about PSG, and the moment comes for you to play them, you mess up home and away? Home and away, and you mess up in two different sides.
He started his act with no wingers.
And, Jamie, the first leg, he had Konate pressing right wing and Joe Gomez.
Yeah, I know. It's just
as bad as the Anfield game was. I'm not over the Paris.
Do you know what? I think that Anfield leg, that second leg, was diabolical. I really do. I think it was diabolical. The fact you start Isaac without wingers is crazy, and then when your wingers come on, they're the best players on the pitch. It's just.
Can anyone explain Mac in the 10? Can anyone explain that one for me? Because that was.
You can't explain Mac playing anywhere right now. You can't explain that.
No, McAllister played the 10. Burns played left wing and Ekitike played right wing. Crazy.
But the thing is, what you're not understanding, you dropped both the players that scored both our goals.
Yeah, I know.
Previous. Both players. Salah and Thingy scored our goals. He didn't start the next game. That's what
you're missing the best one, Dean. You're missing the best one. Frimpong off at halftime for Joe Gomez for 20 minutes to then put Szoboszlai at right back to then concede a goal to Szoboszlai playing right back. That is what I call ingenious. Ingenious. I
It's
thought. I mean,
fucking
guys,
mad.
I think genuinely, I'm not even being a dick when I say this. It's impressive how much of a genius Slot is at just sucking absolute ass at being a coach. He is the most genius idiot I've ever seen in my entire life, because I've never seen a guy repeat the same mistakes over and over so confidently. Because I mean, how many times do we have to see Dominic Silva slide?
Yeah.
Oh, because it's called being a genius. Being a genius idiot. He's so good at being stupid that it's genius level. Because who could have predicted that? Who genuinely sat here after the first half and who thought to themselves during halftime, you know what the substitution to make is right now? Frimpong for Joe Gomez. Who would have thought? If there was a bet that existed for that, I bet you $1 would have turned into $1 million. Because it made negative fucking sense.
He didn't even change
Frimpong for Joe Gomez.
He did change the system.
And you know,
He didn't even change the
speaking of
system.
common
for that,
sense.
bro.
The doctor comes
Never
to him
does.
pre-game and says, "Listen, Isak can only do 45 minutes."
And he
What
started
anyone
with
with a
45
brain
minutes.
cell? Yeah. What anyone with a brain cell.
Let's play him
does
on fresh legs. Let's play him against fresh legs.
What anyone with a brain cell does is, listen, Ektike and Mo, you both are going to get the first 45 minutes. Whichever one of you is worse, we're going to sub him off at halftime for Isak. But instead, he plays him the first.
That game drove me fucking nuts. What I saw,
What you need to realize as well is Arnie tells us what he's going to do before he does it, and he also tells all the other coaches. Like he told Enrique that he was going to play 2 strikers at Anfield. He told him in the post press conference.
And he said that Isak can only play 45 minutes as well.
Dumb. He's so dumb. I'm sorry.
Do you know what made me laugh the most? Yeah, and I had arguments with people. I've been arguing with stupid people for the last couple of days. Yeah, right. And I went when I found out the team. I went, why ain't Rio starting? And someone actually went to me, well, you can't start Rio because he's not going to follow Hakimi's runs and go backwards. I went, who did that in the first leg? What's him?
No. There is an answer to that, Jay. It was Joe Gomez was tracking Hakimi's run.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, what's it matter? I don't know if people notice. I don't know if these thick fucks know, yeah, right? But we were 2-0 down, yeah? 2-0 down, right? To a very good side, yeah? And what do? Our 2 biggest goal threats are on the bench. Mm-hmm. And we're playing a geezer who's just come back from a broken leg, who our manager tells the world can only play 45 minutes. I bet Mark Marquinhos was shitting himself before the game. Oh, I'm going up against a cripple. Great. Oh, can't wait for that. Fuck you.
I don't want this to be like a debate about Mo Salah, but there is an element of Arnie is just a prick now. Like he was a prick to Mo Salah.
Just an element came
his last game at Anfield, potentially in the Champions League, and you're so dickish that you leave him on the bench. You're a dick. I'm sorry.
Can we stop talking about Arne Slot? Because I'm going to say something that I regret on a channel that isn't mine.
You just suck all the air out the room and you just make all our players bad. Fuck off.
It's not even if you got a
too late for that, Mike.
If you got a flipping plan that actually makes sense, then I hear it. But there's no plan. There's no plan. There's no way in the world. I can't think of any tactical way where Salah doesn't play. Especially the fact that we needed 2 goals. Tactically, logically, everything. It doesn't make any sense.
There is a plan. You're just not dumb enough to see it. You see, this is the problem, Rand. You're not dumb enough to see the plan. You see, I am dumb enough. I am dumb enough to see the plan. That's why I've been able to see it this whole time, right? Because we like to play what I call, PUSSY ball. You know what I mean? VAGINA ball. We vacate the center. You're not dumb enough to see how that could possibly work. Listen.
Mike is basically saying, bro, you're not stupid, bro. That's it.
Exactly. You're not stupid enough. Listen, bro, name another team on the planet that can go into a game with 4 midfielders and build up in a 3-1 and have only one of them be a midfielder and have that one not even be a defensive midfielder. It takes a special kind of genius to be that stupid. Unfortunately, you're not that dumb. Like, it's a respect to you, but the reason why you can't see it is because no one here is stupid enough to, and no one here has been stupid enough to this whole season, which is why we sat here in October and we said, if you have a brain, you can understand that there is no final solution. There is no final product. This is what it is. It's complete improvisation. It's fucking Hail Mary ball. And you know, that's what we lean on now. And it's, you know what, the funniest thing about all of it, and I got to give my hat off to just how fucking stupid Arne Slot is. The amazing thing is that we sat here for the first 8 weeks and we had to listen to this bald cuck tell us about long ball, long ball, long ball, long ball, long ball, long ball. And then what does he do at home to PSG 2-0 down? He just kicks the ball with Mamardashvili, who sucks with the ball at his feet anyway, who can't even kick the ball. And he says, hoof it. Hoof it 67 times. 67 times we went long. 67 fucking times at Anfield.
You ain't know the worst yet. So apparently when he was asked about transfers, he replied saying, we might need to get bigger physical players.
Oh, that's
also the press conference for the Everton game. He literally said, "Oh well, I bought 2 number 9s. Of course, I was going to play them.
6 foot, ain't he?
Like, did anyone notice?
You know, he's not built like a. He could be 6 foot but slender, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Did anyone notice? We didn't even play long. We decided to do long ball, but we didn't even do long ball properly. Did anyone notice that every single time Mamardashvili kicked the ball long, there was no one in the area that he kicked it to? He always kicked it centrally, and there was never anyone centrally. So we basically did 67 times. Yeah, but like, you know, Mamardashvili shouldn't be going long. Like, we should not be building up in a 3-1 against 6 men pressing us. Like, again, it's a flawed strategy. But you know what? We're not dumb enough to see it. Arnie, I trust you. The FSG, I trust you. I know that you have my best interest at heart. Michael Edwards is dumb enough to see it. Richard Hughes is dumb enough to see it. And there are match-going fans that are still dumb enough to see it. And you know what? I applaud you. Big up to you. I'm just not dumb enough.
You know what made me laugh, though? Do you know what made me laugh, right? He has got his fascination of playing wide players in wide areas that are not wingers, which cracks me up all the time. So we're playing PSG, and he decides to put Wirtz left wing and McAllister in a 10 when Wirtz is a 10. And then Salah's not playing, who's arguably your best goal threat right now, and he plays Ekitike off the right. Yeah. Like, what world do we do? Like, what's going on? Like, I honestly don't get his obsession of doing this. You know, and then always having a midfielder at fullback.
PSG away, he played Dominic Szoboszlai as a false 9.
Yeah, I know. And you wonder why we can't score goals, man. You wonder why we can't score goals.
Yeah, we don't get it.
We just got to get dumber.
Don't get it.
We don't get it. We have too many brain cells. We all have to we all have to stick our head in some microwaves for like 30 seconds. You know, we got to buzz some radiation up there. We got to dumb ourselves down, and then it'll make sense.
Well, I don't know.
Wait, are you telling me every year? Go on.
Because the thing is, yeah, we all sit here. None of us are experts. We're fans, and there is no hope. I can't see anything this manager can actually. And the thing is, I don't blame the manager no more, because he cannot do nothing. If you can't physically do something, you just can't do it. He's tried everything. He's tried formation. He's tried personnel. He's tried long ball. He's tried every single thing. He's tried, and it don't work. So what on earth is he going to do next season that's going to change anything? I don't understand. He's tried everything this season already. There's nothing he can do that is going to change anything. You need a new voice in the change room. I don't know how they can't see that these players are not playing, or they're so poorly coached. They're so unfit and so poorly coached. There's nothing he can do. And I don't blame him. He's just not in he can't get nothing out of these players. But sometimes you've got to say, no, you just can't do it, bro. That's it. It's not your fault. You ain't got the capacity to do it. That's it. And I don't understand why they can't see that.
In the words of Mike, you're too intelligent for this football club. So what can we do? Wait,
I'm not, because I'm still going to watch it regardless. I'm going to
Yeah,
watch it
at
regardless.
the end of the
like a
day,
fool.
you know, Mike. I know
Maybe
he's
Mike
trying
is
to be
the
nice
real
to everyone.
intelligent one. He just said, "F it, I'm not even gonna watch."
Are we really that intelligent? Because literally, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back
Yeah.
and we're gonna drink that Kool-Aid and we're gonna be.
Well, hold
watching
on,
the same
Ram.
Shit.
But wait, Husam, I have to make a clarification here. Okay, the reason why I'm done this season is because I live on the west coast of the United States. Everton starts at 4:45 a.m. I'm not waking up at 4:45 a.m. to watch this fucking dog shit
You're
football.
lucky.
There's only one game this season that starts at 8 a.m. The rest of them are before. I think 3 of them are 4:45. I think 2 of them are 7 a.m. I think maybe there's one 6 a.m. I'm not doing that. Brother, I've had to wake up at 4:45 to watch us lose 1-0 to Nottingham Forest. I'm done. I'm not waking up that early. I would rather drink until 4:45 a.m., but don't drink. But I would rather do that than wake up to watch this football club. Doesn't make any sense to me. And listen, if I lived on the East Coast and it was at 7:45, I would already be up. So it would be maybe a little bit different. But you know, it's just one of the blessings of being in California. I'm so far away from you guys that I have the privilege to have an excuse to not watch the game. But you know, if Ram is there and it's 12:30 in the afternoon, if it's 12:30 in the afternoon, Ram doesn't have a choice. Ram has to say, you know what? I have to hold that. You know, I have to hold that. I'm already up.
We
I
haven't
gotta
got no
watch.
choice. We have to watch it. The thing is, this is what happens. No matter what happens, I've watched Sooners football. I watched Hodgson football. Now this is on the level of Hodgson. This is on the same level. It's just that he spent more money. Because when I was watching Hodgson, there was no hope. When I'm going to games, we're inferior, and it's the same. I don't forget the money. Forget the money. Just going into the game. Forget the money, forget the players. There is no hope. Every time Hodgson put a team out, I'm thinking there's no way we can win this game. And I'm going to the same thing.
Dean, at least with Hodgson, he had an excuse because he had to play the likes of Dungog, Jovanovic.
But it's the same mentality we go in the game in.
People
I know what
like
you're saying.
that.
Forget the players. But I'm saying my mentality, forget the players. I'm going into games thinking, I can't even know how we're going to win. The game starts. Sometimes I delude myself. Even the last game, like all week, I'm thinking we're gonna get beaten up by PSG. On the day, I done a stream with Liverpool fans, and I thought, you know what? We was hyping each other up, and I stayed in the hype for a little while. I stayed there, and I said something stupid. I said, "Yeah, we can win 4-1," and I ran with that, and I made myself believe that, even though
That's
I know,
natural, though. That's natural.
I know
Dean.
the game
I did the
started.
same thing.
You knew. As soon as the game started,
I did the same thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro, You'll Never Walk Alone came on, and I'm like, you know what? Okay, come on, fucking show me something. Fucking give it to me. Let's go. You know, LFC Twitter was posting all of our comebacks, like, you know, little dickheads, like, hey, this is gonna inspire the people. 5 minutes into the game, I'm like, turn it off. I don't give a shit.
This is when we know. This is when we know we're idiots, bro. We're all idiots.
Okay, but listen, you know, you have to hang on to a sliver of hope. You know, like I will always concede that when kickoff starts, I'll have a little sliver. All it takes for that little sliver is 60 seconds, because 2 minutes into the game, 2 minutes into the game, we already almost conceded. 2 minutes into that game against PSG, we already almost conceded, and then from that moment on, I said, you know what? Fuck this.
Mike, this is why you're a better man than me, bro. Because I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, yeah, guys. I'm gonna say this. I'm not there yet, but sooner or later it's gonna happen. There's gonna be a grave out there where it writes, "Here lies Rams' hopes and dreams," and it's literally there.
And there you go.
With Arne Slot, and with Michael Edwards, and with his damn football club all around it, just paying their respects. Because these guys are gonna suck the life out of my entire soul, bro.
Go on.
Could you imagine that if they've got all this correct and then next season they buy the players and we're immense?
I'll believe. You know what, Jamie? I will sit here and say I'm a fucking idiot. I will say this is the reason why I will say this is the reason why Americans get shit on, and I live in California.
We don't have to do it.
No, no.
Yeah,
You know what,
I'm
Jamie?
saying-
I'm gonna.
I'll say
I will
I'm an
literally.
idiot.
I will literally write a whole letter of apology to Liverpool Football Club, to Arne Slot, and be like, I am sorry that I'm a stupid idiot and that my stupid opinions, and I did not foresee what was going to happen. I am the biggest idiot in the world. I don't know anything about football. I will be sending that letter.
And I would be happy to do that. I would be happy to do that.
100%.
Next season and we win the Premier League or the Champions League, I will shave my head off and my beard off and my mustache.
I will shave my mustache. I'll shave my mustache.
We are
no,
shooting
Mike,
too.
no, we all have to look like Arne Slot. I'm talking.
Yeah,
about
I'm not doing that shit. I'm not doing that shit.
Hussam, I can't do that, bro. Can't do that.
We'll all do public apologies and everything like that. And
They're standards.
We could do a public, you know, at the parade. At the parade, we'll all do haircuts. Like literally cut each other's hair, bro.
I will fly to Liverpool and I'll shave. I have not shaved my mustache in 6 years. My lip has not been bald in 6 years. I will shave it in Liverpool.
Here's reality, though. Here's reality, though. What'll happen? We'll get to Christmas. We won't be so good, and the board will come out and say it's another transitional year.
What we on? Hold on, wait.
Listen, I'm not going to be here next season. Like, I'm dead ass. If he's here at the start of next season, I'm fully back to being casual.
You know why Arne Slot's still here? Arne Slot is not going to be sacked when he has the same years on his contract as the sporting director and Michael Edwards. That's why he hasn't been sacked.
Jamie, there's why are we doing this? There's no way.
There's finer things in life.
There's finer things in life. Do you know the worst thing for Arne Slot is actually if Richard Hughes leaves this season? That's the worst thing for Arne Slot because that's Richard Hughes' guy is Arne Slot. Richard Hughes is the one who employed Arne Slot. He wants Arne Slot. If Richard Hughes leaves, Arne Slot has lost his only ally. Then it's
Jamie, man. You got to save your.
Hold on. Saudi Arabia, please. I have never asked anything of you, but throw $100 million in front of Richard Hughes' face.
Well, you know
Draw
Mark
him
Edwards
away from
wanted,
this
didn't you?
football club.
You know Mark
Give him
Edwards
the money.
Shabby Alonso. Alonso.
But Richard Hughes is sporting director.
Hopefully Richard Hughes leaves. We'll see.
Ram, you were
We'll
a
see.
1-year-old back then. How did you go listen to the lyrics to learn?
I wasn't 1 year old, but respect yourself. Well, I was not 1 year old. What we doing?
Big up to Ed who says, "Wait, are you telling me every year we beg this club to spend?"
Respect yourself, Dean. I was not one.
Money? We knew we were eventually going to need to spend money to rebuild this team. We have aging players. No one's mad.
We have
money.
2 aging players. We have 2 aging
no one's
players.
mad. We spent money. I promise you. I speak for everyone on the panel. We need to spend more money, if anything. No one is anti us spending money, bro. Give me more money. Let's go.
I don't want to spend no money with this manager.
We're only going to buy 4 players in the summer.
Yeah, but we can't sell anybody. That's the problem.
That's why we're only buying 4. That's why we're only buying 4.
Jay, who's the 4 players, please?
We'll go buy.
I don't want to hear.
Go buy a right winger, a left winger, a central midfielder, and a right back.
By the way, Jamie,
so Diamande, Wharton.
Told you.
I don't want to see
Wharton, but you want to know what's going to suck, bro? These players, like anybody who comes to this football club, I automatically have no respect for. If Adam Wharton signs for Liverpool and Arne Slot is here, I don't respect him as a human being. I don't respect Diamande. I don't care. I would rather play there. I genuinely, you're wasting your
Mike,
fucking
you would
time.
sign for Liverpool right now. You would play for Liverpool.
No.
Don't lie. You would. Don't lie.
No,
Don't lie.
Hold on, boys. Hold on. If Liverpool is in for you,
I'm not holding on.
If Liverpool is in for you,
because you're waffling.
I'm not waffling. Hear me out. If Liverpool is in for you, then that means that other top clubs are in for you. And if it's between Liverpool, if it's between Liverpool and any other top club, anyone with the brain is picking. If Arne Slot is,
I'm picking Liverpool over Man United.
I'm not.
Okay, Mike. If Mike, the Liverpool fan, yeah, and Liverpool were after you, Man United were after you, who would you pick?
If it's Liverpool under Slot. Well, hold on. You can't do. Well, I mean, listen.
That's what you're saying.
That's literally what you just said.
At the end of the day, okay.
Be careful how you answer this. This is the internet.
If I were a professional footballer and that's how it went, the best thing for my career would be to go to Manchester United. Therefore, I would
Oh,
have to go to
Mike,
Manchester
no
United.
way, no
That's
way,
disgusting.
no.
Yeah,
Man
yeah,
United
yeah.
are
I
saying
told you
both of
guys.
us.
I said this at the beginning. I said this at the beginning. We do not have cold-blooded Americans as our managers. I would be the cold-blooded American. I'd say, fuck my emotions. This is about analytics and efficiency. And that's the most analytically efficient decision to make right now.
I would never play for Man United even on 500 grand a week. I'm not putting on that shirt, brother.
But, you know, I'm not a professional footballer, so I'm never going to have that problem. So
I can't believe you said you'd pick United over us.
I'd play for Liverpool right now for free.
Same.
Exactly.
yeah, so would
What's going
I.
on?
But
You just said you'd pick Man United.
Spurs
no,
for life.
that was in the context of I'm already a professional footballer. This is about my career. And the better move for your career would be to go to Man United than to Liverpool under Slot.
No,
That's
Liverpool.
Mike, do
Slot's
you
gone.
still realize what Man United are about right now, bro? What are we doing?
Absolutely, but
Liverpool are so bad.
Yes.
People are selling farts in the chat.
Yeah,
If
what
we
is
keep-
that, bro?
If we keep Slot, it's doomed in August. But until then, load up this 350 million transfer window. Inject it's here we go dopamine into my veins. F it. I'm with you, Nags Games. Listen, that transfer dopamine. I'll be honest with you. I'll do
we'll
anything to
go.
go back to that. Right? Listen,
Guys,
Jamie.
we're all going
Jamie Phillips.
to do it this summer.
Jamie, hear me out. You
We're
will
gonna
be
do
live on your channel celebrating.
I'm
every single
excited.
time.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah, but Jay, this is what you do. You do the disclaimer to people, basically being like, look, people, I'm going to enjoy the moment. We got this player in. Tomorrow morning, it'll be back to reality. And we have
I'll be gassed, man. New transfer window's going to get me gassed, you know? I'll be all happy, man.
If anyone mentions Arne Slot in the chat, just ban them. Actually, no, time them out. Don't ban them.
No, I mute the word slot.
Yeah, mute it. I'm still new to
We're
the
going
game, bro.
to get slapped at the Dick Sporting Goods Stadium this weekend for real. 20 losses, here we come.
I think we
It
win.
would not shock me at all if we lose.
Jay,
know,
you
here's
did not just
the
say
worst
we'd
part.
win.
I was on Fan Zone today, and they brought in this Everton fan. Big up George if he somehow finds the stream. He fully on television said Everton are going to beat Liverpool 3-0, and I couldn't say anything back. I understand why you're confident, bro. I was like, okay, bro, fair. It's like I got shit to say back to you.
I think we're going to tear them apart.
Jamie,
why do you keep doing this to yourself?
No,
don't, Jamie.
Win. I do think
your Rand family here. Don't do it to yourself. We care about you, bro. We care about you.
I had to move you next to Dean.
I
Please,
think we will win.
I was
don't know
there
what
the other day. Don't do it.
I actually think we will win.
How, Jamie? All right, tell me how. I need to know how, please. I need your confidence. I need to feel that, please.
It's on God's day.
Huh?
Sunday.
What's day?
Yeah.
Sunday.
Jamie, I need more than that.
What's happens on the 19th of April? Please tell me anyone. What?
No, it's Sunday. Day of rest, whatever. Jamie, please give me more than that.
I don't know. I really don't. I just got this feeling we'll get the win. I could.
Hey, Ed, that is your positivity. If the game ends 4-0, you can't blame us now.
It wouldn't blame me, yeah. It wouldn't blame me. Like, it wouldn't surprise me, should I say, that Liverpool looked like the way they looked against PSG and then for some reason turned up against Everton. It wouldn't shock me.
But Jamie,
my only worry is the team that he picks. If he picks the wrong team, then yeah, we're fucked.
All right, Jamie, let me show you one thing right now, yeah. Everton, their first home game against Liverpool at this new, I can't even say the name, it sounds nasty, yeah. But their first game.
Bramley-Moore Dock Stadium.
Yeah, wherever it is, yeah. Do you think they're not gonna be up for it?
Oh, they'll be up for it. And I think
that's
what's going to gas them out.
No, Jamie, anyone that's up for a game against Liverpool, we lose. They win all the battles. They do. We ain't gonna win one single battle.
I think we win 3-2.
No, Jamie, man, don't do this to yourself, bro.
What
are you doing? Mike, say something, bro.
Wait, what?
I'm a subscriber to Liverpool Chats TV. I already know Jamie Phillips is going to be live at 1 a.m. cussing these fuckers.
Our brother Jamie thinks that we're going to beat Everton 3-2.
It all depends on the team that he picks, obviously. Because it doesn't matter.
Then we're gonna lose. If it depends on the team,
if he picks, because I do have this worry that he's gonna play Wirtz, Cody Gakpo, and Salah as the front three. Yeah,
Okay.
because he.
Yeah, standard is going to do that.
If he does
Can I have a
that,
prediction?
see my team. I would play my midfield. I would play Curtis Jones, Gravenberch, and Szoboszlai, and I would drop Wirtz. Then
Jones
I'd play,
needs to play in this game.
Yeah, I
Jones
play
needs to play.
I play Curtis Jones and Gravenberch and Szoboszlai as a flat 3, no number 10, just a flat 3. Yeah, right.
Well, say that again.
In a flat 3.
Flat 3.
Well, Jones, Szoboszlai, and
Gravenberch in a flat 3.
Yeah.
and then Wirtz ahead of them, right?
No,
Wirtz.
Wirtz. I'm dropped Wirtz, man. Wirtz needs to go home and pray or something. And then on the left wing, I'm going to play Rio because I think Rio could.
Rio's going to get broken in this game. They're going to break him.
He's going to.
I don't care, man. Rio's got to play.
They are going to break him.
And then I'll actually play Cody Gakpo up front, but because I think I'd use Isaac for like the last 30 minutes of the
I
game.
agree.
Do we have someone? Would you play Robbo in this game?
No, I play Ekitike. Ekitike is their best left back.
Ekitike?
Kirkes.
I just listen. I have to make a prediction
Ram
here.
was a high school prefect. He's just out here correcting people and stuff.
Nah,
Ram was the type of kid in school to go like, "You're not allowed to go indoors. Please leave outside." You know, you can tell he was a. It's just like you can tell Ram was a high school prefect.
Yeah, Ram would have hated me. Ram would have hated me.
I have a prediction to make. I believe because it's the last thing on the planet that I want to see, and because it would piss us off more than the whole season. It would piss us off more than the whole season combined. These next 6 games would piss us off more than the whole season has pissed us off. I think that you're actually going to see Arne Slot change the way that he plays, and we're going to win out. I think that we're going to win the next 6 games. We're going to beat Chelsea. We're going to beat United away. We're going to beat Everton away. And then and then hold on. And then the end of the season is going to happen. And then everyone's going to say, so we really could have just done this the whole time. And then we're going to have 3 months in a World Cup to just simmer on that. And then we're going to start the next season like shit. It's the most Liverpool thing that could happen. What I'm saying is that because there's nothing left to play for, I think that now all of a sudden it's just going to go our way. I think that we're just going to win these games, and everyone's going to sit here and be angry because you're going to see more effort. You're going to see better tactics. Listen, it's just the most Liverpool thing that could happen.
This is my thing of why I'm not positive. I don't really know, but because Man United and Chelsea are playing each other tomorrow night, I think it's 8 o'clock kickoff, ain't it? If Man United beat Chelsea or they draw, and Liverpool beat Everton, and Liverpool beat Everton, the gap then between Chelsea and Liverpool, I think, is 4 or 5 points, and that means Liverpool have got a little bit of grace in the next 5 games after that, where they could maybe drop a point against a couple of teams.
It's better for us if United win, by the way.
Yeah, but still get Champions League football. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I think we will get Champions League football. Just
better, Husam.
No,
well, if they draw, then we're only 1 point behind.
I want Chelsea to win regardless.
I want Man United to win, Dean.
No, we can't do it. I just can't.
Okay, Dean.
If Man United win and we win, we're still 3 points
let me
behind.
convince Dean, because I have to use logic. Dean, do you want to do Thursday night streams?
Yes. We get new manager.
You're better than this, bro. You're better than this. If United beat Chelsea are 4 points behind us, and we have a game in hand. What Jamie said is true. Listen, none of us here trust Baldy. We can drop points in 2-3 more games, and we're still gonna make it anyway. So listen, for me, I'm rooting for United against Chelsea, and that's it. So
I can't. Yeah. I reckon. I need Chelsea to win and lose the rest of their games. I can't. I just cannot. I won't be able to do it.
I'll be honest with you, Dean. I hear you, but I love Liverpool more than I hate Man United. And
I don't know.
I'll never forget, Ederson gave the ball to Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay scored, and I celebrated. You want to know why? Because I want my team to win. That's it. The club's heart is being replaced by corporate structures because it's financially more stable. Passion and good football are secondary, franchised. Ooh, the harsh words there, but true. Definitely true, 100%.
He's corporate, yeah.
Yeah, it's become corporate Liverpool right now. I agree with that, definitely.
Every team is really fair.
FSG turning the club into a corporation, just fake. Yep. I think the best thing to happen this season is this Liverpool panel show on Friday, working with Dean when he's rattled, working with Jamie with all his emotions, Mike's speeches, and Ram just being here, isn't it?
Do you know what the thing about?
I swear to God, why you couldn't think of anything else?
I didn't say anything bad about you. I said your existence is good. Like you're here with us, bro. Ram, why do you turn everything into an insult, bro?
By the way, I heard what you said earlier on the coffee, yeah. So I still haven't brought that up, bro.
What did I say?
Haven't brought that up, bro. So,
what did I say? What did I say?
Ram, what did you say, Ram? What did you say,
Ram?
Ram?
A lot of things. Said a lot of things. Said a lot of things.
So you're gonna tell me you have game, Ram, on a reel?
That's not the one. That's not the only thing that you said as well, bro. You said a lot.
I didn't say anything bad about you. I just don't think you have game. I said Jamie Phillips has game and Monts has game.
He said a lot of things. I feel like apparently, according to Sam, who hasn't met me in real life or hasn't spoken to me in real life in person for
you definitely don't have game, Ram, bro.
Never hasn't.
But
the thing is, Hassan, it's every week. I feel like it's every week. I always tune into the Kopish and Husam collab, and there's always some little dig at me for some reason. I don't know why, but it is.
If I throw digs at you, I like you. I've thrown digs at Jamie. I've thrown digs at Mike and at Ram. Dean, I need to know more what irritates Dean, and then I'll do it.
I'm too old to be irritated.
You want to know who I love working with the most? It's Tom, and I've insulted him the most out of anyone on YouTube. So yeah, insulting to me is a form of love, just like I do with Mo. You know,
Tom's insulted himself. To be fair,
yeah, Tom gets it all the time.
Tom destroyed himself in one moment.
Okay. Big up, Tom. Listen, I'm 58. Watched Liverpool being shit for 30 years before Klopp won the league. My big fear if Slot stays and FSG messes up the next manager is to return to mediocrity. Here's the thing. I'll say one thing, Javid, though. Liverpool Football Club in general, we're not Man United. We haven't had our successful era with one manager. Go look at Liverpool's history. We've had Paisley, we've had Fagan, we've had Benitez, we've had Klopp, we've had Houllier. Every single manager has done stuff at
one trophies, yeah.
So we don't have like that affiliation with just one guy. Bill Shankly built Liverpool Football Club into what it became. But then you've got the Paisleys and the Fagans and the Dalglishas and the Houliers and the Benitez and the Klopp and like we don't have. And by the way, even Slot, credit to him for the league title. We don't have
great nights, yeah.
Yeah, we don't have an affiliation to like one specific guy, bro. Like Liverpool Football Club have had success with multiple managers. So this thing, like when it comes to the mediocrity thing, I think if we get a good manager, we're good, bro. We're good.
Houllier, Gerard Houllier. I got a soft spot for Gerard Houllier. He's my guy because he's the first manager. Because everyone forgets, Gerard Houllier made us play Champions League football for the first time in the Premier League era.
Yeah. Tell him, Jamie. Tell him.
And then won all them trophies. And if it weren't for his, obviously him basically his heart condition, him passing away and then coming back to life, and then bringing him back and that. I think he would, if he never had them heart issues, I think he would have gone very close to winning the league in the next 2 years. I really do, because he was building something. He was building something. I got a soft spot for Houllier. I think he's a great man.
Obviously, he has made mistakes as well. Obviously,
that was the era when
Ram, you weren't there. Don't act like you know. Ram, you weren't even born.
Ram, you're too young. Come on, man. Too young. Welcome to season 2. Long-term project, more like long-term pain. The only thing improving next season is opponents gonna have even more confidence, bro.
It's true.
I am so sick and tired. Mookie, I am tired of this football club, bro. Like, I can already tell the Rodgers thing is gonna happen. 7 games into the season. Hey guys, welcome to the Liverpool panel show. Inshallah, we're all here, happy, safe, and healthy. Arne Slot has been sacked. We're just delaying the inevitable, bro. I'll be so honest with you. You guys think Alisson, Mo, Robbo all unite at Jive? What's Jive?
Juve.
Oh, you can't even spell Juve, Omar?
I think Alisson's got to stay this summer by the look of it. What the reports today looks like Alisson's staying.
Yeah, Mamadou's really shit.
Here's the thing.
Alisson has
so
to stay.
hell-bent on sending Mo to Saudi Arabia. I said I can see him going to the Serie A, bro.
Roma.
Yeah. Do you know there's I can't remember what the guy's name is. I think it's the Dutch striker. He's equal top goal scorer at the moment. With 10 goals. He's played 12 games, scored 10 goals.
Daniel Marlin. That's his name.
Daniel Marlin. He's got 10 goals in 12 games, yeah. Do you know Salah goes to Italy? It's 50 goals a season.
By the way, KDB was even more washed up physically. He went over there and he's killing it for Napoli. Like
Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay is one of the is going to be in like the team of the season in Serie A.
Respect's got him, man. Respect's got him, man.
McTominay is actually good football.
Whoa! What is he?
Bro, on a free
Scottish,
transfer,
man.
Serie A pays high wages if the transfer is free.
Hey, he's Scottish, bro, man.
The thing is with the thing is
Scottish?
The thing with a free transfer, Mo don't have to get that much in wages because he'll get a big signing on fee.
Oh, you know what I'd love?
And I think he'll take a pay cut. I think he'll probably take.
You know what I'd love?
Mo to Man City. Mo to Man City. Come on, Mo. Make
you know
it
what
happen.
I'd love? Imagine if Mo goes to Juve or Roma or AC Milan, and Mo's doing watch-alongs, and you see Mo Salah.
Mo scores a goal against Inter. Yes, please.
That'd be brilliant.
I want Mo. Not Mo Salah. I want footy judge Mo to suffer as much as possible.
Why?
I see, footy judge Mo has a way of just pissing you off.
But he loves Salah, though.
That's the whole point. Is that he loves Salah so much that he hurts him all the time.
Ram, your piece of dirt. Ram, your piece of dirt.
Beautiful. What the fuck does that even mean?
One of the only non-Liverpool fans I know that backs Mo Salah, man.
No, there's a couple. I'll be honest with you. The only fan base in the planet that didn't do Mo proper and he announced he's leaving Liverpool are Chelsea fans. But that's because they're obsessed with this whole Hazard thing. Supporters since 1970. Yeah, I hate Chelsea so much. Supporters since 1974. It's not about feeling entitled. It's about refusing to follow corporate monstrosity. Sunday League, here I come, maybe. No, I understand. And this is one of the things I said as well. Like, bro, like, on the PSG match reaction, the pre-recorded one that I put up, I feel like we've lost our identity, man. Like we've lost who we truly are as an institution. And I hate when you lose your identity. The Pistons have been shit in the NBA since they lost their identity.
Yeah.
But
you need
hold on. There's something in this super chat that I just vehemently, fundamentally disagree with. Refusing to follow a corporate monstrosity. Listen, if you want to base everything that you do off of the idea of something, that's fine. But there's a reason why the people who win the most generally aren't the ones that are the prettiest per se. Let's just leave it at that. Pep Guardiola, not the prettiest guy. And there's no way that he's not an absolute dictator. No, I'm talking about like just from like an overall perspective. Like, you know that when the going gets tough,
his looks, Ram.
When the going gets tough, he gets dirty. He gets the job done at any cost. Honor, who cares about all that shit? Pep and okay, but it's just all this is telling me is that it's more about being like stick it to the man than winning, and like being okay with just, you know what, we may not have won this year, but at least I get to call myself this. I'm like, yeah, and you're still a fucking loser. Get over yourself. Who cares? I don't give a shit what you call me. I want to be a fucking winner. Like, that's what I want to be. And like, that's why I respect City so much. It's like, dude, they don't give a shit what people fucking call them because they win. They have 4 straight titles. They have a treble. They only have 1 season where they haven't won a title. In between those 2, you can be a football romantic. That's fine. But romantics are not the ones who find themselves on the cover of Rolling Stone. Romantics are not the ones who find themselves at the head seat of the table. Like, maybe it's just, you know, the American side of me speaking.
I guess that's why Klopp winning was so much better because the romantic one.
Yeah, 100. Yeah, he was the romantic one, right? Absolutely. And we could have gotten a couple more. And, you know, maybe we could have gotten a couple more Champions Leagues. But again, you know, that is, look at Jurgen Klopp's trophy case and then look at Pep Guardiola's trophy case. It's polar opposites.
Like, do you really think romantic people don't win in life? Like, legit?
No. I'm talking about in sports in particular.
Oh, just in sports. Okay. I was deeping my life.
No. I'm not. Listen, life is completely different. But when it comes to sports and it comes to things that are competitive competitions between one person and another person, which is what this is, like, yes, those are the margins. It's who's willing to be the ruthless guy. Like, genuinely, that's the way I feel. And when you look at the people who dominate in dynasties across all sports, whether it's the Lakers or the Celtics or, you know, the New York Yankees or Manchester City or Bayern Munich, like, you don't look at them and say, oh, wow, those guys were such great dudes. You go, those guys were ruthless fucking killers. Those guys were animals. Those guys didn't let anything get in their way.
Bayern Munich's best period was under arguably two managers that weren't quote unquote pricks.
Okay, listen, there's exceptions to everything. All right, there's exceptions to everything. But I'm just saying. I think it's a part of the mentality that holds us back a little bit. Like genuinely. I think there's
FSG gonna rot with him. 3 months of next season or out. I agree with this. I think we're gonna do this whole thing, and then 7 games of the season they're gonna sack him anyway. Klopp built Liverpool, and Slot relied primarily on Salah. This is the analogy I gave. If I gave Dean a piece of land and he built a house from the ground up and he put the furniture in, but he messed up a couple of TVs, I'm way more likely to forgive Dean than if I gave Mike a already ready-made villa and he messes up the furniture inside. Like that for me is two different things, bro. Like there is no rebuild job tougher than the one Klopp did in Premier League history. Exactly. Premier League era since 1990, no one had a tougher rebuild.
Don't make sure Arsenal fans don't hear it, Husam.
Bro, Klopp won within 4 years. We're not going to play games here.
Exactly, man. What are we dealing with here?
Gakpo isn't good. By the way, within 4 years, had a champs and a prem, not just a prem. Gakpo isn't good enough to be backup striker. We need to get someone to fill in for Hugo. I agree now, unfortunately, with the Achilles injury, but this is something we're going to have to unpack during the transfer window, inshallah, Kia.
I've already about to say this. If it was me, I'll go and get Ivan Toney for a year loan.
But I think they spoke about it on Kopish, and I think they may have said it's not feasible because the guy's on like 600k a week.
Yeah, of course he's gonna have to take a pay cut. He's a Liverpool fan, bro.
No, even half that, bro. He's still on 300k, bro. What we do?
Yeah, I think he knows he's not a 600 grand a player.
How much of a pay cut do you think he's going to take, bro?
Yeah,
he's made his money.
Half is mad. That's mad.
He's not even half, bro. We're going to have to take it like.
The thing is, if that's the case, Ivan Toney's never leaving Saudi Arabia, because no team's ever going to pay that anyway. So.
Yeah, once the contract's finished, yeah, of course.
How do you Saudi Arabia win that money? You can't leave.
I'd get Toney on a year deal, man. Knows the Premier League and score goals.
I wouldn't mind that, Jamie. I think that's a good idea. I like that idea. Watching Thiago Alcantara play in the Legends game, I genuinely think he would have done better job in the midfield versus PSG.
No, he would have played right back. What are you on about? He would have played right back.
Look,
no
Jay,
one would have saved us with Arne Slot as the manager.
Jay,
one.
Arne Slot's committed a lot of crimes this season. He would not dare put him. He would not dare put him
right back because he's so good. He's so good technically and such a good passer. I can use him in the fullback area to start my press.
He wouldn't.
That's what he'd do, man.
He wouldn't. I don't believe it. I don't believe he would not do that.
So sad, but so true, bro.
What do you mean? So sad, you talking? Telling me Thiago Alcantara
right back? Not to play Thiago right back. You damn right. I see it that word.
This is our manager here. We can believe anything.
You lot are going mad. He's stupid. As the Mike has already established, he is stupid. But he ain't stupid like that. He ain't brain dead like that.
I don't know.
Arne Slot is brain dead. Clinically, medically speaking, he is a vegetable.
We had 2 right backs on the pitch. None of them was playing right back. Do you remember that game?
Yeah,
he's a vegetable.
Thiago can't run like that. He can't do.
Thiago Alcantara would not have done a good job.
2 right backs on the pitch. None of them played right back.
Yeah, but Thiago Alcantara can't run anymore.
I don't understand why
he plays every game. I mean, what are we doing?
In the words of Mike Das, you're using logic. Ram,
stop using logic, bro.
What you
I told you, be dumber.
I'm not even using logic. What
be dumber, bro.
No,
you gotta be dumber.
Ram. What you got to do, Ram, is pretend you've never seen football before, and then use that logic. That's what
he's not that dumb.
These streams are getting darker by the stream, bro.
Salah and Rio were our man in the matches against Fulham, and he dropped them for PSG. I think
that's dumb. But that's dumb. But playing Thiago Alcantara right back is beyond dumb, bro.
You're overthinking, bro. We played with 4 midfielders in both legs, and we didn't even play in midfield. We didn't even occupy the midfield. We had 4 midfielders on the pitch, and I had no one in midfield. That's all you need to know. Fuck everything else. Nothing else matters. Nothing else in this conversation matters. 4 midfielders, 0% possession in the center of the park. That's all you need to know. That's it.
Even in our
Ram,
darkest
what do you
times, you can
believe?
never recommend going United over Pool. Get these new fans off the channel.
Bro, he said it. Listen, in the context of being a professional, you think I'm going to let my personal feelings interrupt that? Fuck off, bro. I don't give a shit. I would have pulled the fucking Luis Figo. I don't give a fuck. I'm a mercenary. I'm an employee. I'm here to make my career the best, make the most amount of money I can, have the best career that I can. If I can do it the proper way, great. If I can't, I'll fucking step on toes. I don't give a shit. Like, if I'm a pro footballer, I'm here for me. Like, I'm trying to be the best for me. And in that situation, that's what it is. Dude, in the context of being a professional, I mean, listen, as a fan, it's a little bit different. But even as a fan, I have a really hard time saying that I would go to Liverpool under Arne Slot because I would just hate my life. I would wake up every day and be like, I don't want to be here. Like, I would rather be a farmer in the middle of nowhere, just, picking weeds all day than sitting here playing for Arne Slot. I'd rather be a beach bum that makes no money and just surfs all day long than play for Arne Slot.
You're still lying.
I'm not.
That is
Man
says
United's
Arne-
not in
I
a
don't
better
even want to
position
sing
than
the
us.
song.
Man
I don't
United in
even
a
wanna
bad
sing it.
position, bro. Like, it's not like they're doing major things. We're gonna win a trophy before Man United, so yeah, it's mad. I don't understand.
Gonna get all my Liverpool laughs in before Sunday, is what Daniel Higgins is saying. Brother, you need me on your side Sunday, trust me. When I'm doing Arsenal City, inshallah. So be careful who you make an enemy, Daniel. I'm warning you right now. So, yeah. I'm gonna ignore that super chat, Daniel, and still say, come on, Arsenal. Don't make me an enemy. I'll make your Arsenal life miserable, trust me. Big up to you, she says, Mo to Roma with Robbo. We get Costas back, book it. It wouldn't shock me if Mo went to Serie A. It really wouldn't. And I said that from the start. So,
Hey, man, you
I
got
said that as well. I said that.
Jamie
Roma,
heard
bro.
Costas Simicas. He's about to unload, bro. I'm
Pause.
sorry. I'm sorry, Jamie. Ram, are you here to just correct us and say pause and stuff?
Can
Is that what
you
you're here?
imagine getting cost?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I blame Matt, bro. Matt has literally tuned me into saying pause for anything that sounds wild.
Yeah.
Blame Matt.
I'm so done with Matt.
I'm sorry, it's Matt. It's Matt. I don't know what else to say.
Jamie, I want to ask you a question. Jamie,
Yeah.
would you rather Costas Simicas be our starting left back for the next 3 years or keep Arne Slot?
Keep on a slot.
What?
That's
No,
how much I
Jay,
hate
you're moving mad.
Costas.
No,
No,
Jay,
I
you're moving mad.
hate Costas.
No, Jamie, man. No, Jamie.
I
no,
don't.
no.
I can't do Costas, man.
Respect
I can't.
Costas.
You can do Slot for the next 3 years.
Yeah, I'd rather.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this, bro. What are we doing?
I can do with Costas. 'cause I've
Jamie,
got
you
a
can
good
still have
manager.
10 other good players with a good manager.
Yeah, if you had that in, then I agree with you. All right, but you didn't have that in to start with, did you?
Yeah, but
Well, you thought he was going to have 11 Costas in the team.
No,
Yeah, we're not going to have 11 Costas in the team.
You know what I'm saying, right? It's
My
obvious
cooking-
Costas is coming back, though, because Robbo was second choice, Costas was third choice, Luke Chambers was fourth choice. They both went on loan. They kept the first two choices. The second choice is leaving. You bring the third choice back. Luke Chambers can stay out on loan. And then the second choice leaves the following summer. Luke Chambers comes back and becomes the second choice.
Yeah, but I'm not angry with that. I'm not angry with that.
No, neither am I.
There's precedent
I still
issues
think
we
Luke
got.
Chambers is a good player. I still
I
think
don't
he's
know
a
where
good player.
Luke Chambers is right now, bro.
Was
me-
it-
Big up to my
Luke
guy
Chambers.
Thomas, who says Mike cooking like crazy right now, and shows how special Klopp really was. Man said, even if we fail, let's do it in the most beautiful way. And we took this gospel. Would have gotten 2 Champions League if Courtois didn't go mad. Big up, boys.
If it weren't for 110 minutes, we would have been a quadruple winner.
Right. This is what I would say. Jurgen Klopp made us all believe, yeah, he won a League Cup final against Chelsea's $1 billion team with kids. Could Arne Slot make that team win that game?
Can't.
With that squad?
Listen, but let's not even make it that complex.
Oh,
Jurgen Klopp respected the club enough to do his dope ass little bang. Yes. Like at least he gave me that, like at least no matter what, I get to look at those videos. Right? I get to be like, you know what? That was my manager. That was my listen, at the end of his tenure, I was very against him. I was like, you know what? This guy's lost the plot. It is what it is. I was very outspoken. I was like, it's time to go. But at this point, I'm like, dude, I'll take Jurgen Klopp half-assing it over this. I'll take Jurgen Klopp making no decisions. I'll take Jurgen Klopp not giving a fuck and just sitting there on the bench, just chain smoking cigarettes, not even directing, just like have fun, boys, like a dad at Sunday League. I'll take that over Slot.
Would anyone take the Bournemouth manager who's leaving in the summer?
I like Iraola. I think he's a good coach. The only problem is
it's going to be anyone. If it's going to be anyone, it's going to be Xabi. If it's going to be anyone,
Iraola are taking a massive risk when it comes to man management. But as a coach, tactically, he's very good.
I would say I'd rather take Nagelsmann over him, and I'd rather take Sebastian Hoeneß over him.
Guys,
deep summer. Nagelsmann's not happening.
They lost like their 2 center backs. They lost their best player in January,
and he still coaches them really well.
And they're literally 3 points behind Chelsea right now.
Look how well they coach. That's what I'm saying.
But Sam, can't I use the same argument for like Sebastian Hoeneß for Stuttgart? He's taking a really mid-table, very bum-ass team and got them 3rd in the league.
Hey, guess what? That's why Hoeneß is linked to Liverpool anyway.
Yeah, that's what
he's linked to us heavily.
To do that at Bournemouth, though, when you lose your 2 best centre backs in the summer, and then you lose your best attacker in the winter, and he still coaches to that level and gets him playing. Yeah. That's special. That's a man who knows his craft.
What about his left back? He lost his left back as well, you know.
And he lost his left back.
Yeah, but their left back that they signed is a very, very good left back.
Yeah, but it's still coaching, ain't it? It's still.
He's signed Crawford, bro. That ain't a good left back.
He's a good left back. When he was at Liga, he was
but
very
he was
good.
at Kirk's level. Right. You do realize Kirk's colleagues in the Premier League voted him in the PFA team of the season.
I know.
I'll go one up, Ram. I'll go one up. We bought Verts, right? And Slot don't know what to do with him. So you can buy all the talent in your world. If you can't coach them, there's no point having the talent.
Yeah. I have an unpopular opinion. I'd take Maresca as well.
Oh, I'd take Maresca as well.
I
think Maresca is a very good coach and tactician.
Don't like
and deepness, there is a reason why he's linked to City after Pep.
I rate Maresca. I rate Maresca. Well, Jamie, do you not rate Maresca?
I can't do
Maresca. I don't like him.
I can't do Maresca.
Listen, you guys, we need to move away from this fictitious idea. Like, no matter who it is, whether it's Areola, whether it's Xabi Alonso, whether it's some other guy, some other schmuck, I don't care what the fucking name is. It's gonna take 12 months just to unfuck what Slot did. It doesn't matter how good he is. It does not matter.
It depends on the manager.
Genuinely, it's a World Cup summer. It's a World Cup summer, which means that at maximum, you're looking at maybe like a 1 month preseason. Like these players are all traveling to America to go to the World Cup.
I will say one thing, Mike. Slot came in on the Euro summer and won the league. I'm just
true. But that's only Europe. That's only Europe. Our whole fucking team is involved in this World Cup.
Nah, not all of them. Not all of them.
But most of them.
Here comes the high school prefect. Yeah, tell us who's not part of the World Cup. Go on.
Ekitike, what? He has nothing to do with this. He's going to be on the
counting Ekitike. Go start your story.
Listen. All I'm trying to say.
Get out of here. I don't even want to talk anymore to you. Get out.
I only genuinely think there's really only like 2 that make sense. Given the amount of money that already came in, you cannot. I'm sorry, you cannot test this on a Premier League manager that's jumping from a Bournemouth to a Liverpool. No, it has to be a Xabi Alonso. It has to be a Nagelsmann caliber. He's been there, done that, won major trophies, been at clubs that had massive egos, that had tons of pressure. I think Real Madrid fans are looking back and saying we should not have sacked Xabi Alonso so early, because I'm pretty sure they lost less games under Xabi Alonso than they did under this next guy. So we're in that situation. Maybe we could have said fuck it in October if this club had some fucking balls and said, you know what, we're cucked anyway. We might as well give it a shot. And if he sucks, we'll just do it in the summer. But at this point, we have to get someone who's completely proven. And unfortunately, there's only like 3 of those that's going to be available. My only stipulation is he's not allowed to be Dutch, and none of the players that we signed this summer are allowed to be Dutch. That's my only stipulation.
Why is it just Dutch? Why is it just Dutch?
Because there's only 2 things I can't stand in this world: people who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch. That's it. Just can't
Hang
stand him.
on. I that cancelling the first one out though.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a quote from Austin Powers. It's a quote from Austin Powers. It's Austin Powers' dad's quote. It's Michael Caine. Michael Caine said that. So
He did.
Who the hell is Michael Caine? Anyway, I can send you guys over.
You don't know who Michael
to the
Caine
Rams.
is?
I don't know who Michael Caine is.
On the greatest English-
Alfred from Batman. You know, he was in a bajillion different things.
I'm not a big
One of the
movies guy. I watch animal.
Oh, of course. Of
Yeah, I
course.
watch animal
I swear he's done
documentaries.
some animal documentary. He's got the voice for it.
Michael
Wait,
Caine's
are
done
you
everything.
talking about that old white guy?
Yes, the old
No,
British
you're
white
thinking.
dude.
No, you're thinking of David Attenborough. Sorry, Richard Attenborough.
Nah, you can't be thinking about any of that, bro. You're going mental.
No, because when you're thinking of.
Oh, I know Michael Caine. I recognize him now. Yeah, that's the old white guy.
Because when he
Some
mentioned
white guys look the same.
documentaries, I was like, no, it's not Richard Attenborough. It's not Richard.
That
Yes.
old white guy, man.
That's
David,
some
wait, hold on.
serious-
Richard Attenborough doesn't even do. David Attenborough is the famous one. Not
Oh, Richard Attenborough's the actor, isn't he?
He's the one
David
from
Attenborough.
what's it called? Jurassic Park. Richard Attenborough.
Yeah.
David
Well,
Attenborough
he's
is the
nice,
one
he's nice,
who
he's
does
nice.
like all the narrating.
I never watched Jurassic Park.
What?
What?
Oh,
Who sucked? You
what
live
is
under a
going on?
rock?
what is
I never
going on?
watched Shawshank Redemption as well.
Well, you haven't watched Shawshank.
End the stream. End the stream before I
Yeah,
freak
yeah,
out.
yeah. Time,
George,
time.
Before I freak out.
Shawshank's the greatest film of all time, man. You gotta watch that.
You need to go and watch it now. Right now. From this stream, go and
Go
watch
read the book. Go read the book. Don't even watch the movie. Go read the book. You don't like movies? Read the book. It's based on a
didn't know
book.
that.
It's
I didn't know
a
there was a
Stephen
book.
King book.
Yeah, it's Stephen King book, isn't it?
Sam, we have to make a list of movies.
You know,
that you
Mike,
need
the
to
last time I read a book was in university. Like, I'm not a book reader at all.
Reading is good for you. Reading is great. It
I don't
stimulates
read
the
mind.
mind.
Keeps the mind young. Keeps the mind
The only,
Stimulates
the
the
only
mind.
thing, the only thing I read is Playboy.
There you go. There we go. And
Anyway,
reading.
guys, on that note, we're gonna wrap up the stream here. Appreciate you all. You get me nothing expected less from Jamie Phillips. You get me shot at Jazza.
Some good
Anyway,
articles in there,
appreciate
man.
you all.
What can I say?
Appreciate you all. Thank you guys so much. It's gonna take you over to the Ram stand. You guys, I'm just waiting to be to get a wife, and then we will watch together. Maybe she didn't watch either, you know. So smart. Anyway, big up to all you guys. We're gonna take you guys to the Ram stand.
Oh, I know what you mean.
What Ram? What? What? Say it.
Let's move on.
You can't give us an evil laugh and then bottle it when
No.
you're. when
It's
you
not
have
an
the
evil
mic.
laugh, bro. I'm just finding it
Huh.
funny because I just realized something. That's it.
What did you realize? Say it.
I remember from watching Codfish
Yeah.
earlier today. I'll leave it like that. Leave it there.
Just say it, man. You're
Yeah,
such
Okay.
so
I seen you in the comments, bro. That's it. I seen you in the comments. I see the comments.
Yeah, guess what? That's called game, Habibi.
Ah,
That's called
respect it, bro.
game,
Respect
Habibi.
it.
Yeah, that's called game.
Hey, big up Arne Slot. Big up Arne Slot. Go Liverpool
She's
this
back there on
weekend
the night
at
stream. That's called
what's
game.
it called? Higgs
Big up.
Dickinson? Higgs Dickinson Park or whatever the fuck it is.
I'm not gonna flex on
um,
stream. Let me be nice. Anyway,
But
Time Zone TV is where you can find Dean. K-Mac just bounced midstream, but you can find him on K-Mac channel.
Yeah, what happened,
Liverpool
K-Mac?
TV.
What happened to him?
Yeah.
hey, do
K-Mac
not
just
go to my
left
channel.
midstream.
Do not go to my channel. I will not be streaming Liverpool content until Arne Slot is gone. I've already made my retirement. I'm done. Not watching another game. So don't go to my
so-
channel. Go
Oh,
sub to Jamie. Go sub to Jamie or Ram or Dean instead. I quit. I've waived the Ram. I'm not going to sit here. I've said the same thing for the last 6 months.
Boo!
I got a life to live. You know what? The weather is nice now. It's time to go golf on Saturdays and Sundays. It's time to golf during the week. It's time to live.
Time for a half an hour
You
stream,
know,
bro.
Smoke some. Really? It's been 2 hours and 17 minutes. Smoke some cigars, chill. Like it's time to go live. It's time to go live. And while Slot is here, I don't think that I can. And now if he does get sacked, though, I'll be right back. And anyone who's called me a fair weather fan, I've been sitting here for 3 fucking years doing this shit. So eat dick. But yeah.
Great. Anyway, guys, subscribe to Mike Das LFC in case Slot gets sacked. And we're going to take you guys over to the Ram stand. He's going to be live now talking about this shit institution we all support. Appreciate you all. Love you all. And yeah, peace out, Habibis.
There you go.